camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello. Shut the fuck up when I'm talking, you stupid anime bitch. Hello, Jew. I'll ban you all. I have psychic powers, and I am controlling all of you. And what I do, I wiggle like this, and what happens is your wallet opens up, and all of your money flies out of your wallet into the sky. And then once again, I open my window with a big bag, big sack of Santa's loot sack, it just fills with money flying in there. Ha 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 ha! Ah, money kinesis. I have money kinesis, and I can steal it all. Like. Alive and well in Israel. Fuck you, Phil. You lose. Try again from the beginning. Stop it! Stop! Stop this! Oh my god. Excuse me. Hopefully that helped.
And just like that, with the power of the internet. What is up, everybody? Thank you for coming in. I hope you are all having a great day. Dink Memer, thank you for stopping by. Much appreciated. The GTA 6 is real. It certainly is. I got this in my inbox this morning, and I was like, oh, okay, we're being really upfront. Okay. But, you know, good for them, though, because, God, it's been forever. It's about time, honestly. And it's funny, because people were asking, they're like, you know, what do you think about GTA 6? And I was like, well, I don't know if I care a whole lot. But part of that is because, like, I mean, nothing's been real so far. I mean, we know it was coming, but we didn't really know much. So, yeah, here we are today. I was really happy because I finally figured out how to do a transition in OBS, so that was cool. You guys didn't have to see my OBS this time. Let's watch more of the bullshit Phil's spewing. Oh, absolutely. So, let's go ahead and get some stuff up. We'll get Pig Go up and running. I will need that, and then I should probably also have the Snort Exchange. Do you guys know about the Snort Exchange, by the way? Very, very cool. Very, very robust. This is the funniest thing. If you don't know about the Snort Exchange, it is it's a fake stock market that is let's see. It's a fake stock market that somebody made specifically so that you can buy a certain coin and basically place your bets on what you think is going to happen next with Phil. It's the funniest thing. Currently, my liquidity in the top left corner, it's absolutely insane, honestly. It's so funny. Guess Mickey, people are boycotting Mickey D's because of, politics does make people funny. I don't know, man. To be honest, I saw the article and I was like, whatever. I don't care. Hello, my internship ended today. How's it going? Fantastic, man. I hope you're doing well. Yeah. Big ups for that. I hope everything, hopefully it ended in a good way, I would think. But yeah, that's awesome to hear, man. Let's see. So I guess we could start off with the daily rap for the other day so we know how he ended it. God, you know it's going to be bad when Phil literally starts off with just, messing with his hair. That's a bad sign. Or a good sign for us, bad sign for him. Politics makes all brains fly out of a window. Yeah, that's facts. Ended well. They may have me call as a contractor. Very nice. I'm currently waiting on a job call as well, so I understand the feeling. I'm hoping for the best for the both of us, good sir. All right, so let's go ahead and see what the daily rap had for us. Now, this was Wednesday, right? Yeah, this was end of Wednesday, so let's see how this looks.
Hey everyone, Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Wednesday the 29th.
Oh, and I should probably put this in half speed.
Of November 2023. Now, I wish I could have told you that today was without any kind of weird drama or stuff going on. It wasn't. Only this time around, it was mostly on me. I mean, with everything that has been going on with...
Dude, quit touching your head. Like, I don't understand why he's constantly be fidgeting with something. That's very strange.
Harassment with this person at Comcast messing with my internet and everything over the week. It really got to me. And this morning when I woke up, I felt terrible. I felt like shit. I was depressed. I felt like in a big funk. And so I announced right away when I woke up early in the morning, guys, I'm not going to be doing my first stream because of this. And I didn't even know if or when I was going to stream because I didn't feel good. But
I hope you get it. Thank you, man. Alistair, you're the best. Just a reminder. Everybody on here is very meaningful, very robust, very positive. So thank you for that. Injured Cold. Hello. Sorry, I didn't mean to get so oh my, but anytime a big detractor comes in, thank you. Alright, I really do appreciate it very much. Very meaningful to me. So, thank you. Also, does he seriously do full-on podcasts? What does he even talk about? How much he needs cash and gaslighting his viewers? Essentially, yeah. I don't know if you've seen, Alistair, if you've seen the Level 1 podcast, but, it's basically his daily cope session. Essentially. By the way, if you are currently on Team Divorce, now is not a good time to buy. I would wait until something happens for it to dip a little bit. I honestly expected... I expected it to be down a little bit, but I suppose it's only half up, so... But yeah... Ooh, I need to spend... Yeah, exactly. I forgot about it until I pulled it up. I was like, oh, that's right. It's time for that. Team Health? Is it fair to say that even though I am Team Divorce, I think Team Divorce is my pie-in-the-sky hope, but Team Health is realistically, it's kind of where my head stays at. Is it really a podcast if it's one person? That's a great question. I don't know, actually. If you look up podcasts, does it specify if it has to be two people? I would think not, because I've seen people do one-person podcasts, but normally they have content to do. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about having people in it. Obviously there's at least one person. But a digital audio file made available on the internet for downloading to a computer or mobile device, typically available as a series, new installments of which can be received by subscribers automatically. So yeah, I assume that there's no reason it can't be. But it certainly... it certainly would help to have somebody on there, or at least if he had an interesting topic. The problem with Phil's podcast is it's not really a podcast. It's a daily cope session, realistically. It's rare for one-person podcast. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, I think one of the YouTubers I like has... I think he does a one-person podcast. I watch Curtis Connors a lot, and let's see. I feel like Curtis does, because when he started his podcast, he was doing like just himself, but he at least had interesting things to talk about. I agree, Injured. He is a very cool dude. One of my favorite. I guess he is a comedian now, technically, because he's doing stand up. But yeah, he's super cool. But he is, when he started doing his podcast, he was just doing it by himself. So, but yeah, let's hear what good old Philly boy has to say as far as our daily rap or daily cope. I wonder if I should really Photoshop this to say daily cope. Yeah, he does a lot with Cody Co. I love Cody. Cody is great. Cody and Noel are both very funny. I enjoy them a lot.
I told the whole story on my podcast because I did stream today. So please check out the podcast from earlier today for the full explanation. The good news is it was not a ruined day. First of all, thank God I have my wife because she pulled me out of the funk. She got me back on my feet. She got me.
Okay, I really hate how manipulative this is. We'll actually watch this, but it's very, very interesting. I agree. Thank God. Wait, aren't Phil streams just a cope session for him as well? How much copium does he need? Oh, all the copium. This man lives off of copium. We'll get into it, but we're gonna play his little promo that he did the other day, where he talks about fisting Satan. It's quite something.
And because of that, I did come to stream. It was hours late, but we did a fun level 1 podcast, and then we actually finished Starfield. Yes, finally, 45 hours, and we finished the game. Thankfully, now...
I like how he acts like that's, like, surprising that it took 45 hours. I mean, it's Starfield, dude. It's a Bethesda game. That's about how long it took me.
And I talked about it because I talked about it for about 15 minutes after I beat the game, my overall thoughts. So if you want to see the ending of my Starfield playthrough and my final thoughts, please watch the final part that went live today. It's part 45.
I bet he hated it, personally.
And then tonight we
had I actually haven't seen that
yet. Like a
yet.
Dragon Gaiden. It went really well. Lots of advancement. There was a super cool mission. I don't want to spoil it. It actually didn't end yet, but I don't want to spoil it. But let me just put it this way. If you're a fan of the games from this studio, RGG, you're going to want to play this game and this particular side mission. I couldn't believe it. It was really, really cool.
I'm really surprised he still plays the Yakuza games.
It was really fun, and
because he really he fell asleep playing one of the Yakuza games. So I'm really surprised he still plays
them. By
it.
the way, no internet issues today. That's a good thing. But at that same time that there were no internet issues, excuse me, I also have absolutely positively no updates in regards to what happened to Comcast.
We talked about this on stream the other day, but like Comcast is not going to like update you on every little thing. Like, I hate the entitlement and assumption that he's just gonna, like, get something from them at all times. It's really crazy. Is it like Boogie where he feels he's above regular work? Yeah, I mean, well, see, the thing with Boogie, we'll watch a clip from the Lolcow podcast, but he actually, like, Boogie hates Phil, which says a lot, honestly. I agree, Endred. It is absolute insanity. This man, I mean, one of the reasons why I chose Phil as a main topic for starting out with Lolcow, like, content, and one of the reasons specifically why I want to focus on Phil is because he really pisses me off, honestly. And, like, it doesn't really boil down to a lot more than that, because it's important to call people like this out when they are constantly talking out both sides of their mouth. And that's, for me, the biggest thing. Boogie can't... Is there a way to get rid of this thing? What does it say? Boogie can't hate someone? Or Boogie can hate somebody? Yeah, he hates Phil. We'll play the clip here shortly.
Handle this for me moving
I
forward.
agree. Rare Boogie W.
For this issue moving forward. As of today, I didn't get that contact. They said they were going to give it to me, but I didn't get contacted by anyone. I've got no updates. I've got no voicemails, nothing from Comcast to say, hey, this is what's happening, and So... it kind of sucks. I wish that I had an update for you guys to say, yeah, they got him, or taking care of him.
Cyberpunk 2077 is outshining Starfield. I mean, to be fair, I think Cyberpunk was kind of better than Starfield anyway. But I really like both, personally, so... Agreed, it's important to show his shitty shit. Yeah, well, and that's my biggest thing, is somebody like Phil... Like, what was it the other day? Phil posted on Twitter... Where is it? Phantom Liberty. What? I still need to play Phantom Liberty. I feel so bad for not having played it yet. So Cyberpunk, Injured, if you don't know, is my favorite game of all time. But like, I was specifically putting off Phantom Liberty because I wanted to make sure I had my full attention. Let's see if I can find the tweet. Yeah, I hate this tweet with with all my heart, I hate this tweet. To everyone listening, we don't have to see eye to eye, but we can all agree that having a malicious employee at an ISP commit crimes just because they don't like someone is wrong. On this one thing, let's come together and make sure it doesn't happen again. Once is more than enough. Okay. He did not... Never has Phil kept that same energy when it came to, like, all the copyright stuff. I mean... The trolls were getting, it's so infuriating, because when he's down, he wants help from everybody, including trolls. But when the trolls are down, and we come to him, and we're like, all right, Phil, please make sure that this isn't happening, nothing. I'm sorry, but I don't excuse. Like, he makes his bed, and he's just gonna have to lie in it, man. This is reality. It's just insanity. Should I play the DLC before the final mission? Oh, good question. That's actually what I've been trying to figure out. I've replayed the final mission, twice, I think? Oh, okay. Andrew says yes. I 100% believe it. Cyberpunk is in my top 2. Very nice. Yes, I assumed that it would make sense to play it before, because I know it's a side story. Well, wait, have you played the final mission TPG? If you haven't, you should definitely play that. But yeah, I would definitely play the DLC before that. Do as I say, not as I do. Yeah.
That was good.
Words mean everything. Actions mean nothing to Phil.
We have to see. Okay. So anyway, great day today. It was a great way to end the week. It was a chill day.
Marked one. Thank you for coming in. I really appreciate you showing up. Thank you. Yeah, we're going to have a very positive, a very robust, and very meaningful experience for all of you. So we're just going to have a fun time. We're going to chill. I hope you all, hope you all are having a very robust experience.
Day of finishing Starfield, a nice podcast, Like a Dragon. Thank you for that. I'm not here tomorrow. Tomorrow's my day off after a very long week here. A well-needed rest tomorrow where I'll be spending time with my wife and running my usual errands and the like, When I come back on Friday, obviously I'll tell you all about it.
Level 1 boss, the snorting e-beggar. Absolutely. Golden Apples, thank you for stopping by.
Friday night is a very good one because on Friday night it's Friday Night Fights.
Been playing Baldur's Gate 3. Why is the sex very graphic? It's surprisingly graphic, but it's kind of funny though, actually.
Most of the challenging, I think, like Blanca will be a really challenging match for him. I fought 0 Blancas. I'm not kidding. 0 Blancas with Dalsim. I've basically fought an army of Camis and every once in a while someone else, but I don't really think I've gotten the variety of competition that I needed to get good enough for rank. I guess we'll see how it goes Friday. Enough waiting, right? Time to do our rank placements and see how it goes. So Friday should be exciting. This week, a good mix of content, more Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, more Like a Dragon guide.
Okay, well, that's boring, Phil. But let's look at the lolcow live clip, because that was interesting. Now, I don't actually really have anything against either of these guys, but I am going to put it on speed because we've got the Level 1 podcast starting in about, well, in Phil time, probably like an hour, but I find this interesting. Phil totally got called out by these guys. When Phil is getting called out by other lolcows, that's how you know you're at the bottom. DSP playing Yakuza is boring. Oh, it's ridiculously boring. Like, he fell asleep. In fact, wait. I think it's, was it like a, let's just look up sleep. Probably not going to find it on Pig, honestly, because it was just him falling asleep. But yeah, he was falling asleep playing, I want to say it was Like a Dragon Ishin? I think that was the one he was falling asleep. Yeah, he sleeps a lot. Like, Yakuza is Phil's nap time. Like, it's kind of ridiculous.
Hey, what's happening, everybody?
Alright, so anyway, to give you guys context, basically Phil called out even ones before that. Yeah, like, I haven't seen his other Yakuza playthroughs, but I kind of assumed that just the general pacing of a Yakuza game puts Phil to sleep. Because, I mean, Like a Dragon Ishin seemed to be about the same as others, so, yeah, I don't know. I mean, there are definitely times where if I am tired, I can't play a Yakuza game, but I just won't play it. I'm not going to stream it and fall asleep. Yeah, so basically, Wings and Boogie, yeah, they're going to talk about their experience with what Phil says, so let's go ahead and take a listen.
Welcome to Lolcow Live. I've got the Walmart choppers here, Mr. Boogie2988, and of course the legendary COD Master, Wings of Redemption.
Dude, okay, look, I don't know if this is a hot take. I don't hate Wings, all right? For full transparency, I think Wings has done some, messed up stuff, but I don't think he's as bad as like, DSP, personally. I mean, like, I understand why he's a lolcow, but I've never really hated Wings, to be honest. Like, I don't know. Wings doesn't make me mad. I understand why Wings makes people mad. But, like, compared to Boogie and DSP, like, nah, he doesn't make me mad. Boogie's an awful human being, to be fair. I agree. Boogie's true colors have really shown a lot recently. And I think Boogie, it's like, I can understand if you were like, oh man, I hate Boogie. But like Wings, I really think Wings, it just comes down to misunderstanding and miscommunication.
Guys, we just watched a video on DSP. He called you guys Walmart choppers. He made it seem like he didn't need money. You guys
exactly.
filed for bankruptcy. And basically he called you guys a desperate. And it seems like a massive cope.
I really feel this is
we'll play this for context. This is the clip where Phil basically calls them out. And it's very degrading, honestly. Like, because he's making fun of more people than just these two. And it's very dumb. By the way, can we just call out how stupid this sign is? Like, Phil looks like a 12-year-old. He looks like he's trying to, like, LARP as a 12-year-old. It's really insane. Like, this is the type of thing I would find in, like, the line that you're waiting in at a Burlington coat factory. Like, he is a 41-year-old nasty body. In a 41-year-old nasty body. Yeah, exactly. To be fair, Phil is very unlikable simply because of how he sees the world. Remember what I said last stream? One of Phil's worst traits is assuming the world is out to get you. It's always a bad life strat. Yeah, exactly. And dude, it's funny because Boogie's about to like mention this, but it's gold. We'll play it. We'll
the
let you see.
difference between myself and the other people who people consider lolcows. All right, when you look at the Wings of Redemptions, when you look at the Boogies, and you look at these people, here's the difference. Boogie and Wings, they shop at Walmart, right? Anything to get ahead, anything to make a buck, anything to fucking get them to a position where they're doing something because they need that, right? I don't need that. I'm successful. I have a business. I'm good. People come and watch my content. They enjoy my content. They support my content.
Now, real quick, this is cut a little bit, but this is getting to the crux of what he's talking about, for sure.
I do positive content all day. I don't do this lolcow shit. People try to pull me into their spinning vortex of drama shit. So, but I stay out of it. So why would I want to be involved in a show like that? I'd be a moron, right? Before all this drama with the Lolcow podcast, okay? I was friendly with Boogie. Over the years, we had a few conversations.
Thank you for stopping by. Much appreciated. Phil's not a broke boy. Confirmed. Oh, 100%. Definitely not. I mean, not when you're paying for the internet like he's paying for. It's ridiculous.
Back and forth. Not long conversations. Very short ones, brief ones. A little, how you doing? Hope you're doing all right, or whatever. Back and forth, like Twitter DMs, like that, right? And one of the conversations that we had was about particularly working together on something. And at this point, there was a situation where we were talking early on about this Lolcow podcast and the possibility and stuff like that, right? And I'm going to paraphrase it, all right? I'm not going to sit here and read the direct DMs I had with Boogie. This was over a year ago. So again, this was before any of the drama of this year or anything like that. As we're having this conversation, we're talking about the possibility of working with Keemstar on a podcast or whatever, right? The way he equated, I know this is weird because I didn't bring this up, he did. Boogie actually said something to the effect of the way he sees YouTube or how YouTube is kind of like Walmart, all right? So let's think about that. It's kind of like Walmart. Well, Walmart, everyone knows, is a pretty bad business, right? Walmart comes into town with the lowest prices, the lowest cost for their products, and when Walmart comes to town, they sweep in and they take over.
I do apologize for the silence, by the way. I'm just going to kind of let the clip play because I really want the full context to, like, really sink in. Yeah, he's got no money, dude. He's going broke. He's going broke tomorrow. So you need to pay him. But also, he's got Hogan's on the way, so.
Over. They could cause all the small businesses in a town to go completely out of business. Now, Walmart is a fine company. They don't break laws. They do everything law-abiding and,
I think it's funny how he says they're an awful company, and then on the next like, second, but they're a fine company.
Well, they're on the up and up, but man, when they come in, they can completely wipe clean a small town, and now the whole town's focused on their Walmart, right? That's YouTube, in a nutshell. That's literally YouTube, and that's this lolcow culture on YouTube. What you found is you found people who are so desperate, right? They need to make money in some way. They can't just operate anymore and have a life on YouTube for some reason. Maybe their popularity has waned. Maybe they just made a ton of mistakes or whatever. And the only way that they can get attention on YouTube is by creating drama. So what they do is they create the drama. They know the drama's toxic. They know that it's harmful. They know that it's not good. But that's the only way that they can get by. So they sit there and they create drama. And then everyone else sits outside and says, ha, now we capitalize. And we jump on this. And we make 2-hour documentaries. And we do podcasts about them. And we slam them. And we rip them a new butthole. And we constantly make fun of them. And we meme on them. And we milk them.
Okay. Boogie's actually going to say something that makes a lot of sense here. Which, you know, rare Boogie W. But he's going to say something soon. But just to be clear, they do the stupid shit to begin with. The only reason people latch onto it is because it's live. It's like imagine if 90 Day Fiancé from TLC was live. Imagine if you got to watch Big Ed, but it was on Big Ed's terms. That's literally the whole reason why these guys are lolcows. Oh, yeah, low-key, I love 90 Day. I'm a massive reality television fan, which is probably why I like the Snortex to begin with. But like it's literally that. It's like if you took an incredibly dumb person that you're watching on reality television, but then you're literally just pressing the live button on them. That is absolutely what it is. Big ups, Mrs. Rice. Thank you. I mean, to be fair, I was watching some of it before you, but yeah, I mean, when you get married, it does certainly help be like, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to watch more reality television now. But Hoarders is still my favorite. You know, sorry, Mrs. Rice. I know you don't like that, but
Milk them. Are you aware that Turkey Tom is part of this lolcow culture and lolcow cast? I didn't know that. I don't watch it. I'm not paying attention to it. Oh yeah, he's called one of the lolcow farmers. Him and Mudahar and others, they're showing up to every show, and they're not highlighted like lolcows. They're highlighted like big shots, right? They come to the.
Oh, I hate that little sneak snort. That's gross. Oh, that was a stealthy one. Oh. Dink Memer, you actually make a really good point. I'll be honest, I get my room is kind of cringe. I've got Lego on display, shelves. I've got some game cases and a couple of frame posters, but holy shit, Phil's room is cringe. At least mine has variety. Well, and like, here's the difference, right? I don't know what your room looks like, obviously, but I think it's safe to say that whatever you have display actually means something to you. I'm sure it's something that, like, you're either proud of. Like, if it's a Lego set, you probably put it together. I know you did, because you literally put a Lego set together last stream. But, like, that's the thing, is it means something to you. It has value to you. None of this has value to Phil. Phil just thinks this is what people want to see. Like, blame it on the lag? Dude. Now, I agree, he blames it on the lag, but, like, this is not, like, stuff Phil actually cares about. This is just stuff that Phil has sitting around. Like, at least with your room, like, for me personally, I think I've shown it on Discord before, but I've got a Walking Dead collection. I love The Walking Dead, and I love Game of Thrones, and I have collections for both of those. And so I have some stuff sitting out that are, like, collectibles for it. It's like an interest for me. Hooray! For those of you that got that. But, like, that's the thing, you know? You collect and display the things you're proud of and that you love, but there's no love here. This isn't customized stuff. This is stuff that you buy at, like, Five Below or Dollar Tree when you can't find anything else. Can't forget good... Yeah, exactly. I have a Master Chief helmet. I didn't just buy that because, oh, it's a gaming thing, let me just display it. I care about Halo a lot, so I bought a Master Chief helmet. As simple as that, man. It's like teenagers who bought Walking Dead posters in 2012 to look... Exactly. Yup.
The show in order to basically degrade the subjects of the show, which at this point I guess is Boogie and Wings and whoever this other person is who was my replacement, because I didn't do the show, even though you can't replace someone who never agreed to do the show. But whoever they are, I guess, right? They're basically, it's like a shooting gallery. Like, here's the people who are supposed to be the hosts, but in reality, they're just the targets of ridicule and toxic behavior. Again, they're just people shooting down.
Quick opinion on current state of Halo franchise? Yeah. So, I have a lot of thoughts, but I'll make it quick. Basically, I think Halo Infinite's not that bad. From a story perspective, I'm not sure the storytelling was necessarily so cohesive, but I think the gameplay is as good as it's ever been, especially with Infinite, and I think Infinite's actually in a really good spot. I personally liked Infinite a lot from the beginning. The only reason I think Infinite was bad to start with is the way that it launched. Like, all the playlists and the fact that it didn't have a proper, like, out of the gate launch, like a good, like, full content release. That's, like, my biggest beef with Halo. But, like, I don't know. Like, I don't really have any issues with the way it plays. I don't really have any issues with, like, anything specifically. I think the maps are good. I think the new weapons are really good. And, I mean, I still like the 343 Halo titles. I just don't know that they reach the highs of a Bungie title, if that makes sense. So, yeah, it's kind of my thing. Like, I'm not too hard on it, but there's definitely room for improvement, I think. Yeah, TPG, that's a really good way to put it. Like, it's in a weird place, but it's getting better. Fair comments. Was interested to hear. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, my thing is, like, it's really hard for me to be too down on a series that I care a lot about, because my thing is, I'm gonna play it anyway, so, like, you know, it's really hard. It's really hard. Like, I played the beta when it came out, and yeah, just had a lot of fun with it. So, and I played the campaign too. I love the campaign. I thought the missions and the open world structure was really cool. Definitely room for improvement, but not bad. See. Oh, that's bad. I didn't even know that. Yeah, that's pretty shit. My Lego means a lot to me, and I enjoyed building and displaying it. And again, there's variety, DC, Marvel, Star Wars, even The Office. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you and Fallout. Exactly, man. Yeah, like, that's the thing with, like, franchises you love. Like, yes, there's going to be downtimes. Like, I've recently got into the Call of Duty franchise, which is... I'm realizing very quickly that there's not really a good, like, reasonable opinion from a lot of people. But I enjoy the gameplay, and at the end of the day, like, there's ups and downs, and people don't like Modern Warfare 3, and people don't like the campaign, but I had fun with it, so... I guess that's all that really matters, you know? By the way, Peter Griffin coming to Fortnite next season and Solid Snake. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm sorry. I do need to just take a quick... I need... I need to see this. Dude. Sorry. That's very funny. I find that very funny. Hey Lois, remember when I hit the gritty on Goku? That's so good. I love it. I love it. What a time to be alive. I know. I really want to hear Peter yelling in it. God. You know, unironically, I would consider buying a Stewie skin. If there was a Stewie skin, I feel like that would be very funny. Peter! Oh, if they had a King of the Hill skin, I'd buy them. I'll tell you what. There's something wrong with that boy, Pecky. Let's see. Bro, I used to play COD 1 multiplayer when I was young. That's awesome. I remember my mom wouldn't let me play COD specifically because of the time period it took place, like World War II and all that. She didn't want us being exposed to, like, war at all, pretty much. So, didn't get to play it growing up. But I was recently playing Call of Duty 2. Holds up surprisingly well.
Down it down.
I should probably let Phil finish speaking now.
Degraded to the point where...
Mr. Gamer, thank you for stopping by. Much appreciated.
I guess Boogie was forced to get on his hands and knees and apologize to Keemstar because he went on someone else's show and there was drama and he's like, you should have done that on our show to make us money. Now apologize to me that you did this because you're so stupid. And he did it apparently.
I'm sorry, Tommy C. I'm sorry, Daddy Keemstar. I'm sorry, Nicholas D. Fiorio. I don't know how to pronounce him. I'm sorry,
so
Jordy.
Good.
I'm fucking sorry. It was fucking stupid of me to go on Rich's fucking show and give away the fucking storyline.
Right? Now again, I didn't see any of this. This is people telling me this. And I'm like, can you imagine? I'm sorry, but anyone who's involved in this lolcow culture shit, you got to get yourself fucking reassessed at a fucking professional. Because there's a difference between, oh, there's some celebrity gossip, or, oh no, my entire source of entertainment is actually when other people get harmed, or we bully people, we degrade them. It's fucked up, all right? So, I want you to know how disgusting that sounds. You're milking a human, okay?
Why does he have to take everything so seriously? It's not that serious, Phil. Yeah, I know, Mr. Gamer, I know. To be fair, though, like, Boogie absolutely getting on his hands and knees, that had to be a Boogie call. In fact, they'll talk about it here, but...
Not even for sus. You're not milking them for milk. You're milking them for profits, for money. And every time you do that, you hurt them. But you don't care. There's no quality, no moral compass here. Who cares, right? You're dehumanizing the person. You're turning them. You're literally categorizing them as an animal, not a human. You've degraded them to the point that they're just cattle. All right. The absolute quicker you get out of this toxic vortex, the better. Especially for someone like Turkey Tom, who seems like he's got his head on his shoulders. He's smart. He's intelligent. He can make great content, but he has to get out of the toxic vortex now before you're stuck in it forever. Because guess what? You'll be the next lol cow. You'll be the
Okay, that is the most out of touch thing Phil has said. As long as somebody has self-awareness, they're not going to become a lol cow. That's it. All you need is self-awareness and the discipline to not make the same mistakes as other people. That's it. That is the whole reason Phil is a lol cow, because he lacks all of that.
the next one who 10 years down the line, you're desperate for content. And what are you going to do to get it? Well, all you ever did was make fun of people. No one cares about you anymore. Now what are you supposed to do? Right? You're the next one.
He's basically, Turkey Tom offered to interview him, and this was kind of like his reaction to Turkey Tom, basically giving him like, no, you're not going to interview me because you're a locale farmer. Yeah, it's a whole
on the list,
thing.
man.
Boogie, where are you on this particular thing?
I mean, I'll just be honest with you. Phil is just one of the very few human beings in the world I actively dislike. I think I hate that guy.
It's not me.
No. Look, you're redeemable. You're forgivable. Everything that I hate about myself, I see in Darkside Phil amplified up to 11. Right?
Fair
Like
enough,
every
yeah.
insecurity I have, he's the walking version of that. I talk about money. He spends every day begging for money. He gets mad when he doesn't get it. Unhealthiness, mentally unaware, oblivious, delusions of grandeur. Everything I have a little bit, he has all of it. He hoards it like I do M&Ms, dude.
I don't even,
Oh, Jesus. Sneeko is not self-aware. He's pathetic cock who defended cuties and lost shit when Japan raised the age of consent to 16. Yeah, I'm not a Sneeko fan. My God, Boogie preach. I know. Boogie actually said some legit facts. I was really shocked, honestly. You know who Jack Murphy is? Was he the guy that... Won't go down a too big tangent. But was he the guy that had like the big... he did like the Rockstar... Is he the Rockstar journalist guy? I feel like he might be the Rockstar journalist guy. If so, I do know who that is. Boogie, why can't you always be like, I know, right?
I think it's bad, to be honest with you, because you can actually recall a time when you screwed up. Wings, where did you watch this video? How did it make you feel? Do you feel like a Walmart shopper?
Yeah, finally Boogie learned how to throw punches. Wait, this was a good question to Wings.
Time when you screwed up. Wings, where did you watch this video? How did it make you feel? Do you feel like a Walmart shopper? Are you cheap? Are you just a loser that was forced to work with Keemstar?
Wings has a great take. You guys got to listen to this. Wings has an absolute legendary take on this.
Well, I look at this. I understand that I'm Friends Season 7, and that if you have a show any length of time, there's a period where it's peaks, and there's peaks and valleys and everything. And I'm at the tail end of my career, and like this gives me an opportunity to reinvigorate myself and put myself in front of a new audience once again, because I've been doing this thing for 16 years, Phil. Yeah, 16 years. That means like most people that subscribe to my channel right now are dead subscribers. Most of them could be dead subscribers. You know, they could get in car
some of them
accidents.
actually died.
Yeah. So like I needed this opportunity to refresh myself, to put myself in front of new eyes again. And here's the kicker, Phil. We didn't get the $50,000 because of you, and we still decided to do this podcast because just the opportunity alone was worth to do it.
So let me talk a little bit about what Phil is referencing in this video, this Walmart thing, okay? So I used to talk to Phil every once in a while. I would message him, and I just knew he was like a guy on the internet.
No, I get it, Mr. Gamer, but like, no, he's speaking facts, man. We're talking some really good facts with this
That
stuff.
people hated on, right? I didn't never really look into him, and I just assumed it was unfair criticism, right? And so I'd write him every once in a while, and when this pitch for this podcast...
Oh, Injured, very good. Thank you for letting me know. Let's just... I will absolutely mute the awful music that comes from this, but we will make sure to tune in. Wait, 12:45. Shouldn't it go live? Let's see. What does Phil say? Hey, all, talking with Comcast right now. Oh my God. Okay. Very good. Very good. Is there a way to mute this so it doesn't like blast us? He hasn't started it yet. He does this. Yeah, like when I first started like checking on his stuff, like when I was watching it live for the first time, he starts his streams at 12:45, and he makes you wait a half hour. It's absolutely insanity. Like, I don't understand. I made you guys wait long enough for me to like play a song, or maybe 2 at the most. I don't make you wait longer than like 7 minutes, I think. I'm sure I might have done 1 or 2 where I waited longer, but that's actually me setting up because I'm new to this. I'm still trying to make sure that I'm doing it properly for you. But like, Phil actually has been doing this for so long, he should have no problem setting this up. It is ridiculous. We will keep playing this while we wait for this to go on. And actually, let me just, if I can. Oh, this is what happens when you play FPS games a lot and you have really bad, or you have like really high sensitivity. There we go. We'll just keep this in the corner. That way, when it starts, I can see. Oh, and I even got the chat there. Perfect. Does OBS have chat things so you don't have to do it but in another browser? Yeah, I need to set that up at some point. To be fully transparent, I've been a little... I don't entirely know what I'm doing all the time, which is kind of ironic because, like, on a technical aspect, I have a lot of that knowledge. I just don't really know when it comes to some of the intricacies. So that is absolutely on me. But that comes with time and comes with learning. So... that's totally acceptable, though. It allows notifications to go out and for people to join playing music before. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, too. It's like, if it's going to play for a few minutes, you know, I don't see anything wrong with that. But, like, when it's, like, a full half hour, it's pretty crazy, honestly. Streamlabs makes that easier. Google is your best friend, and you're doing really well, to be honest. Or, by the way, thank you. Well, I appreciate that very much. I'm very glad to know that, like, I'm doing well. To some extent. I mean, people are watching, and honestly, I really appreciate that. Like, I don't take anything for granted. I'm just grateful to, like, even be able to have a setup to do this, honestly. Gamer Boy, what's up? Thank you for stopping by.
Came along, I went into his DMs to try to convince him to do it. And he told me, he's like, no, I won't do anything with Keemstar. I don't work with Keemstar. Keemstar is trash. I don't do that. And I'm like, dude, look, nobody likes their job, right?
Okay, so here Boogie is going to explain what he was saying with the Walmart situation.
Okay,
nobody likes their boss.
Right, exactly. Right? But this is a $50,000 payday, right? Like, Walmart's all over this nation, all right? Nobody likes clocking in at Walmart, but you need the paycheck, okay? Your life doesn't have to revolve about where you work. Your life should be outside of where you work. Show up for the paycheck, man. And, like, he thinks he's above working at Walmart. He even said he's above shopping at Walmart. All right, you ain't above nobody, Phil. You ain't above nobody or nothing.
A guy that just recently declared bankruptcy is basically telling that he's above what you guys are doing. What? It is really that bad. You're just talking about yourself and talking about your history of the internet.
Let me tell you what I'm doing.
Oh, if you're using OBS on your end, just go into Docs tab and there should be a chat option. Oh, nice. I need to play around with that then. Next stream, we might even have another improvement, guys. Live, maybe next time we'll even have direct capture. Well, that's the lovely thing about PCs.
Phil, I'm doing this because I have a wife who's a cancer survivor. I'm a 400-pound man that's gonna get sick. And any chance I have a chance to broaden my business or potentially make money, make fucking money, I'm going to try to do it. Because, like, at the end of the day, I'm doing this for more than just myself. Quit being selfish.
Yeah. I'm doing this for similar reasons, but let me go ahead and add that I'm doing it because I know who I am. I know what I am. I know that I'm a guy who puts his foot in his mouth every single opportunity I get. I've done it in my personal life, I've done it in my private life, and I've done it online. So if I get an opportunity to make money from one of my biggest faults, why wouldn't I do it?
That right there, ladies and gentlemen, that is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, look, I'm not gonna defend Boogie, but Boogie is starting to come around to realizing he's got it. He understands that much. That is a big step. And, like, not coming at this from, like, a psychology perspective, but if let's assume that this Lolcow podcast, to some extent, is kind of like therapy or rehab or whatever you want to call it for these guys, that is a huge step. Like, being able to acknowledge what Boogie just said, that is huge. Like, regardless of what you think of him, that is a huge step. What is anything going on with the stream yet? Okay, just got off the phone. Now I'll get the stream going. Oh, yay. Let me make sure that our ears don't get blasted. Because I really don't want you to have to hear the music that is about to play from this, because it's awful. I don't actually understand how somebody made the music this bad, but it's rough. Big ups, Carb Style Detractor. Hello, 4K Catmere. Thank you for coming back. Yeah, your favorite side dish once again. Holy shit! For a solid few minutes, Boogie was not only intelligent but also incredibly well articulated. I was very shocked by that, honestly. Yeah. Has he still not? Come on, Phil. What are you doing, man? Rice is good. I agree. You know, it's funny because I used to really kind of hate the fact that, like, my name was Rice. Not my username, but, like, my actual name. My real name is not Rice, but, like, my last name is. And I used to really hate that. But then eventually I was like, you know, what if I just kind of, like, leaned into it a little bit? And, yeah. And there you have your bowl of rice. Never would have happened if I wouldn't have taken the time to kind of lean into it. Phil, what are we doing, man? What are we... I just want to make sure I can mute this, because I really don't want to, like, blast everybody with shitty music. And it is actually really bad music. Like, it's... God. Thugs on the Floor, I can't, man. I saw, like, what was it? Rice's weird name, not bad, though. Thanks, man. I know, to be honest, it's really funny, because, like, whenever I go to, like, pick up, like, prescriptions or whatever, I'll be like, yeah, Rice is the name, and they're like, Weiss? And I'm like, did you not hear me? Like, I said Rice, and then I always have to say, like, the food. It is, exactly, prescription for Weiss? And I'm like, are you kidding me right? I was like, did you not, and I was like, do I have to roll my R's? Rice? Like, come on, man. Phil, what are we doing? Okay, you know what? We'll just go back, and I'll check back on you in a second, okay? We'll let you sit there for a minute. The rice is good. That's actually really cool. I like that. That looks like a little face. That's great. You know what? That's a path of redemption for Boogie. Please, Boogie, keep going down that path. It's the correct course of action. He may even gain some self-respect. That would be good, honestly, man. Like, sometimes, like, I like, in my interview that I did, like, you know, I talked a lot about, like, self-reflection and, you know, knowing what it's like to be in a depressive state. And it's not easy to get out of at all. But it is possible. You can do it. You just have to fight.
Right? Like, pay me to be the idiot that I can be sometimes. And in fact, one of the coolest things about this podcast is I get to come in here and ramp it up. I get to be exceptionally autistic, exceptionally idiotic. I get paid to do it. People are entertained by it. And most of the time, especially in the pilot episodes we filmed, I walked away feeling good about it. I'm like, that's going to be funny. That's going to be outrageous. People are going to enjoy it. I'm going to have a good time. I've tried to watch Phil's show. Yeah, I've tried to watch Phil's show. You know, the only thing that Phil's show does, it bores me to sleep to begin with. Okay.
Digital melody.
Yeah, straight facts, man. Like, literally, one of the reasons, Meerkat actually said it, and it's one of the reasons I started doing content for Phil in general, and it's specifically because I can't just watch this and not talk about it. It is mad boring. It is so boring. I have to do something. I can't just take all this information and not share it with somebody, you know? I have major depressive disorder, and I'm a very happy person. You can treat it successfully. Depression is a tool for Phil. Exactly. I also suffer with that. So, yeah, I mean, it is not easy, but it is definitely doable. You know, like, it's really funny because, like, when I had a job interview the other day, I went in and he's like, oh, you know, you're a very, like, cheerful, positive person. And I'm like, that's really funny because if you would have talked to me, like, 9 months ago, you maybe wouldn't have said that. But it's like, it's about helping yourself. Being able to help yourself is super important. And that's honestly one of the biggest things with Phil is he doesn't help himself. It's very frustrating. As somebody who's, like, gone through a lot of therapy, gone through a lot of, you know, different med changes, and, you know, like, I've spent, like, 5 years trying to get, like, my depressive disorder under control with anxiety and everything. And it's not easy, but, yeah, TPG, exactly. It's about balance. It's about understanding what your limits are and your boundaries and what you can and can't do. But Phil just assumes he can't do everything. It's very unfortunate. To be fair, I'm pretty autistic as well. I need my brain to be constantly rotating on something, hence why I love building and maintaining my Lego. Hey man, it's all good. I mean, we all have our things that we have to be, doing. I totally get it. Yeah, no, you're good, man. No worries. I think you're doing well in handling your depression. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. I will be fully transparent. Like, when I feel really bad because, like, I remember when I had to stop working, I'd mentioned that I was going to try and do more videos, more streams, and I really, like, dropped the ball on that. But, like, I've been really invigorated lately, so it's been nice. It's been really, really nice. But yeah, people like you guys keep me going. People like you, people like my wife, people like my family, like, it's great. That's why I do what I do.
Yeah, and then...
Sorry, I'm getting, like, real philosophical on a just talking about locales. Let's see here real quick what we're up to. Okay, well, here we go.
Noobs with shotguns. What the fuck? Oh, look, another shotgun. Noobs with shotguns. Another shotgun day.
Oh, it's so bad, man. It's so bad. As somebody who makes music, it's just doubly hard to watch. It's insanely, like... It's insanely bad. I just don't like that. What? You don't use it to call people waste of space? I know. Imagine somebody healthily, is that a word? Healthy, dealing with their depression? Imagine, right? Okay. We'll keep little Phil up here. I mean, he says he can't do anything about the snorts when multiple people who have it says there's ways around it. Yeah. Well, and like we watched, as we watched on stream the other day, I don't remember who pointed it out. It might have been you, Catman, or it might have been Dink Memer, but he didn't snort almost at all when he was talking about the Comcast stuff. Very rarely did he do it. Like, it was pretty well controlled. He did have that stupid, like, decompression of his back. But for the most part, he didn't snort very often. So, yeah, he's in more control of it than he says.
On top of that, he thinks I'm just so mad. I can't even talk.
He thinks he's better than you guys.
He thinks he's better than everybody. That's the problem.
Yeah.
It's not that, okay, nobody's better than me and I ain't no better than nobody. Okay, I learned that in Head Start. That was 4th grade. We learned that in 4th grade, okay? We're all just people trying to make it work, Phil. All right? By the way, Phil, this is my message directly to you, Phil. I want to make it abundantly clear.
Here we go.
You don't think you're part of this podcast, right? Except every episode we've uploaded, you've talked about it, all right? You've talked about it. You've tweeted about it. And guess what? I'm going to bring you up in every single episode from here on out. We're going to have a segment where I talk about how you e-beg this week, about the stupid shit you said about me, about Wings, about Tommy, about the show. I'm going to make sure, and I know, Phil, look at me when I tell you this. You're going to respond every single time. I know you will. I dare you to try not to.
I got something into duty streams. Look, I don't, and you guys are probably supporting this, I necessarily believe.
Shout out to Duty. Oh my lord. Oh my lord!
Everything that the troll video guys put out, but I'm just gonna report this. So I don't know if it's wrong or not, but Duty Streams reported that Phil went on Thanksgiving, he begged his brains out, acted like his life was gonna fall apart, and he claims he has a Twitter account that is like Phil's secondary account. I can't verify whether it is. It very well may be, and he bragged about dumping $800. This is just in the last 24 hours on WWE champions. What do you think of that, Jordy? You ever do anything like that?
They're both about to rip him a new one. Which this is great. You're gonna love this, especially if you've seen the Boogie documentary. You're gonna love this.
I've spent $600 on Rainbow Six over a 7-year span, but I'm pretty open with that. But like Phil's spent conservatively $50,000 on WWE champions, and like some
reports it's up to 100,000.
Yeah, 100,000 plus, right?
It's insane to me because I'm addicted to Magic the Gathering, and I haven't spent that much on the physical game, much less the digital game. Like the digital new set comes out of the digital game, I'll spend $50, which adds up to like $200, $250 a year. How do you spend that kind of money on anything? I mean, other hookers.
I love the little self-awareness from that. He's like, how do you spend this much money on anything? It's like, oh yeah, well I guess I did do that on hookers. If you've seen the Boogie documentary, it just makes it all the sweeter. It's very funny.
But on a mobile game, at least I got
on a mobile game, a pay-to-win game.
You know what I hate the most about Phil though? Like this is the thing that's always irked me. There was a few years back, Phil had problems with the IRS, and Phil needed to raise, I don't know the number. Let's call the number $4,000 or something like that, right? Phil had to raise $4,000 to pay his back taxes. And
dude, Boogie's so mad. He's like breathing heavy. I mean, granted, that could also just be Boogie, but I think it's funny how mad he's getting.
Phil had this, I want to call it a begathon, but like he calls it something else. I don't know what he calls it. But basically it's like this marathon stream where he streams for like 12 hours and he plays like 3 or 4 different games and everybody comes out and he has positive content. He goes out there and he makes like $6,400. So he clears his goal. So what ends up happening, so he takes his $6,400 and he spends $2,500 that night on WWE champions and Total Wine. These people came out here to bail you out of your IRS taxes, and you took the money they gave you to go towards that tax debt, and you spent it on a video game and alcohol.
According to Duty Streams, he did it last night.
Yeah.
And he got this like Twitter account. I'll send it to Connor if he wants.
If you are filing bankruptcy and that's what you're doing with your money, that's disgusting.
Well, I think but he's too good to come on here.
Yeah.
Coward.
Yeah. I mean,
Just look at them. It's like $100,000 on Hogan pictures. You can have
Let's just let that sink in real quick one more time for the masses.
Here.
Yeah.
Coward.
Yeah. I mean,
just look at them. It's like $100,000 on Hogan pictures. You can have a Corvette, a brand new Corvette, or you can have this stack of digital Hogan pictures. Like, what are you doing, Phil?
You know what really gets me mad about Phil every time I see it? I see Phil, like, and there's so many clips of this. Just check Twitter, where he's like, well, we've been streaming for an hour now, and we haven't reached our subscription goal. We haven't reached our donation goal. We reached our donation goal, but we haven't reached our subscription goal. Like, how are you mad at people for not giving you free money?
We need a
Nobody does that,
foghorn.
too.
We need a foghorn every time Will does a whale call.
I 100% agree with that. That'd be really good. So that's yeah. We'll stop it there, but that's actually an episode that's really worth watching. Man, that did good too. 100,000 views plus. Good for them, man. Like, I'm actually kind of into the Low Cow podcast. I don't love every episode. In fact, I actually thought the first episode was kind of boring, but this was fire. I like this a lot. Alrighty. Well, let's just put this positive content back up. You know, it's really funny. My wife, when I mentioned, when I started saying positive, robust, meaningful, all these like Philisms, she she texted me when actually just like a little bit ago with me being on stream. She goes, "Are you calling everybody robust and meaningful because Phil says it?" And I was like, yes, that is why. Yeah, it's weird. It's so funny. My wife knows enough about Phil to the point where, like, she knows about the champions, she knows about the Comcast situation, like, she knows about certain arcs and stuff, and it's really funny because she goes, I hate that I know this. It's so funny because she's not the type of person to be into low-cost stuff at all, but she knows about Phil, and it's so funny. The part I love about Phil's WWEC addiction is that no matter how much he spends one day, the server will shut down and Phil will be left with nothing. That is such a good point. That is exactly, for me, why I have such a hard time putting money into digital goods. Because, like, for me, if I know the game is going to go down at some point, I don't feel comfortable spending money. I spent, like, what was it? I spent $30 on the Battle Pass for Modern Warfare 2. But the only reason I felt comfortable with that is because it transferred into another game. And I was like, it transfers into another game. It's not that much money, and I think it gave me, like, coins so that I could buy extra stuff, too. And I was like, that's not too bad. Like, it's not great. And I'm not like, dude, I spent this much money on Call of Duty. Like, I'm not proud of it. But, like, I'm also not, like, rubbing it in people's faces, or I'm not taking money that is reserved for other things and wasting it on that, if that makes sense. Like, it's extra income that I had that I was like, okay, safely, I know I can drop $10. Like, and I don't feel bad about that. But, like, that's the thing with Phil, though. Like, let me see. I forget what's the account. Andrea, you might know what's that account that, like, actually tracks, like, how much Phil spends. God, what's it called? There's an account that shows how much Phil spends, and I'm really trying to think what it's called. Thank you very much, Catman. TJ Gamebox. Here we go. Yeah, TJ Gamebox. Oh, this is so good. Let's see. So, right here, our boy Phil is rank 7. 7. TJ is 476. That's how high Phil is up on this ladder. This is ridiculous. I also, by the way, I think it's hilarious that Philly Big Dog is the one right down from Phil. it's very very ironic. What up, Bryce Chan? Dark Sea, thank you. I appreciate you stopping by. It's very meaningful, very positive to me. Thank you. Yeah, we're just getting ready to hear what Phil has to say about the great Comcast debacle. I think it's really funny, by the way, if you've ever looked at some of Phil's names for his videos, they're the funniest thing ever, dude. My favorite one to this day will forever and always be what was it? Judgment Begins. Oh shoot. We still friends? Yeah, what was it? Yeah, thank you. It's Rip Etika Judgment Begins. It's the stupidest one. Like Rip Etika. We'll just put this. And I gotta put DSP because otherwise, let's see. Dude, yeah, look at this. Just look at this name. Rip Etika Judgment Begins. But right before that, you got a whole preamble of pre-stream June, all that. It's so bad. It's so bad. You're gonna meet St. Peter. Gotta plan something for you to come back. You're gonna meet, let's see. LOL, what? Dumma, thank you for coming by. Don't know if I've seen you here before, but thank you. It's very robust, very meaningful, very positive content that I'm trying to put out here. So thank you. Thank you so much for coming by. By the way, if that ever gets annoying, if that ever is like too far, if it's too close, if you're getting that DSP PTSD, you let me know. It sounds like a bad doomsday sign. Yeah, exactly, doesn't it? Like, one of these days, I would love to make like a thumbnail for that. Because I hate the fact, by the way. Oh, you know, actually, the most robust support. Thank you. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Look at the BS I retweeted. What do we got? What do we got? Whoops. Sirski. I should probably just click on it, huh? Let's see. Gamer boy. Where were you at? The only thing I'm getting is that groove and that vibe. Exactly. Alright, what do we got?
Holy crap, I'm in Fortnite! Oh my gosh, this is so freaking epic! Holy crap, Donald Trump! Hello, Peter. Welcome to Fortnite. Holy crap, I'm in...
As always, Gamer Boy, thank you. Oh, very, very good. Very good. I don't understand with this whole I'm back. Like, does he do that? Actually, wait, does he do that? Oh, did you guys, by the way, did you catch the other day? What was it? The other day, he mentioned about the YouTube editor. I guess I didn't realize it, but he edits all of his videos in YouTube. I didn't realize that. We gonna watch his stream? We sure are, BG. We sure are. Straight from the king of hate himself, we're gonna watch the stream. Now, I'm trying to see though if he mentioned something about like the way his editing, and I realized that he edits all his stuff through YouTube. Yes, he does not use an edit app. That's why all of his thumbnails are the YouTube preset ones.
So let it be known, let the community, huge controversies, F the haters anymore. Now just hey haters, if you exist, I guess good for you.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't edit. He had someone else edit, and then they became a detractor. He's really getting down to like the last few people that are like not detractors. It's actually kind of funny. Like I never thought Arkham would divert, but Arkham did. Phil, please stop this nonsense. Every day,
really
man.
How you feel?
Let's put it on to... Yeah, big shout out to Arkham, honestly.
As a member, and now we're down to 501 again, and we're on the edge of going below 500 members.
I would actually love... Arkham's probably not watching this, but if Arkham was to watch what I'm saying right now, I would love to talk with you, Arkham. I would just love to, like, hear your journey of the whole Phil universe. Like, I would love to know what made you start watching him to, like, the end. I would just love to do, like, an interview with Arkham. Yeah, I don't know. So, if Arkham was to see this, or if I was to get in touch with Arkham, would love to interview Arkham.
Again, because of this. And again, whose fault is this? It ain't yours, it ain't mine. If I was able to sit here and make constant, normal content for you like I should be able to, we wouldn't have had this dip. But now we have this dip because of this idiot. So, please, today, consider...
Oh, Phil, shut up. Imagine being so inept that, let's see, what was it?
So
a 16-year-old has more skill at a
doesn't matter
job
what
than you.
kind of nonsense they make up.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter the level of harassment that I get. None of this matters. I will still be here. So your judgments of failure are different from mine for sure. I'm never going to give up what I truly have passion.
Okay, Phil, shut up.
Wireless reception is really good. My phone right now is connected to my downstairs modem.
Okay, wait. That's a good one. We gotta get this one. Oh. When the Hogan hits just right. Uh-oh. We're live, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. You ready for this stream? Don't I look happy to be here? Dude, how long does that riff go? Jesus. Alright, does everybody have...
Hello, everyone. It's been a heck of a week. There's been a lot going on, as you know.
Okay.
There's issues with my internet from Comcast, among other things. This morning on the Level 1 podcast, as I'm coming back from break,
Phil Burnell
we
is
got
a
a lot
man.
to talk about. I have full updates on the entire situation. And yes, lots of them are actually good updates, so I'm happy to report good news to you.
Oh, wow.
There actually is some game news and other things to discuss today as well. So sit back, hang in there. It's time for a very loaded edition of the Level 1 podcast.
Alright, guys, you ready to have fun on level 1? Yeah! Yeah, I got my helmet on! Jesus, man. Just what are we doing? What are we doing here? You know? I'm just a viewer, and I'm like, what are we doing here? Oh. There's not enough alcohol in the world for this, by the way. I'm not drinking at the moment, but I kind of wish I was.
Alrighty, everyone. Good morning and welcome to the show. It is Friday, December 1st, 2023. So, I can officially, actually, without
Agreed,
anyone
Captain.
yelling at me, say happy holidays today. Now, I've been saying it for a week. But yes, officially,
It's so bad,
I think
right?
it's accepted that we can now say happy holidays to each other.
Accepted.
Excellent.
You couldn't be
I hope that
nice
you're
to
all
just
in
tell
the
somebody
holiday
that
spirit.
before.
I hope that you're all ready for fun here on DSP Gaming because we got so much going on right now. We've got ongoing fun playthroughs and great multiplayer sessions. We've got new games already on deck coming out within the next week and another new game that I'll be playing as well once I wrap up a playthrough. We've got holiday festivities going on all over.
As somebody who's been playing RoboCop, I'm shuddered to think
got
how the
cold.
RoboCop playthrough is going to be.
Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. I'm coming back from my day off yesterday, and before we even get to
Phil's day off?
any of the stuff about my internet updates, because I know you all want to know what's going on with your Comcast internet, It was the big drama story of the last.
How many streamers do you all watch that you're like actively interested in what's going on with their internet?
Before we do that, I think we should just do a very brief Phil's Day Off segment to kind of get it out of the way.
The best stories on YouTube.
What's
This
going
bothers
on
me
with
a lot.
my internet, or no, excuse me, not discuss what's going on with my internet, but discuss what's going on with me outside of that. Plus, if I don't do it now, I'm going to forget about it because I know we're going to get wrapped up in all the other stuff. Yesterday, admittedly, was not a drama day for me. It was running around doing a few errands and a lot of relaxing with my wife, which I really needed after this incredibly stressful week that happened. I needed to just have some private time and some relaxing time. So I did have to go grocery shopping.
Buddy, you don't
which
get
indeed I
private
did.
time.
No
What are you
big
talking
deal there,
about?
although there's a ton of people out there now for some reason. It's the end of November, early December. It's not, Christmas week, but traffic's crazy. More people are out there than usual doing stuff.
Dude, it's holiday time. Of course it's crazy.
It's just that time of year. You have to deal with it, right? Was it awful? No, but it was very wet. It was very rainy yesterday.
It was very wet.
I had to get some pet stuff for Jasper Kitty, and I had a couple other things I had to pick up when I was about town, and then I went grocery shopping and came home. Nothing too crazy, likely, or I should say, thankfully, nothing bad to report.
Couldn't have been said better myself, Shiny Teeth.
We watched the end of
Couldn't
an
have
Alan
been
Wake
said
2
better.
playthrough because we've been watching an Alan Wake 2 playthrough, all month.
Why have they been
Someone
watching
else
these
playing it,
playthroughs?
besides
He
me.
already played through
And
it.
basically, my wife has a different take on the game than me because she didn't play Alan Wake 1. And when it ended, she's like, I really like it, but at the same time, it's so much going on at once because you needed to know stuff from Alan Wake 1, which she didn't know because she didn't play the first game.
Feels making
So
me
here I am
sleepy.
trying to explain
I
to her the
understand,
plot
man.
points and everything.
That's
in
why
the
I'm
game
here to help
that are
make it
being
a
brought up
little
constantly
easier.
in this. Then I'm
Because
trying to tell
sometimes
her about
I watch
the
this
game
by
control and
myself,
how
and
that
it's
carries into this, 'cause
torture.
you didn't
So
play
I get
control,
it.
You
I
wouldn't
get it.
understand plot points either. But also, all the confusion around that ending, because the ending is not a definitive ending, right? It's very open to interpretation, and a lot of people to this day are still, a month later debating what exactly that meant, that ending. But
this day.
let me tell you something. She absolutely loved it. It's basically, here's how we're terming it, all right? Alan Wake 2 is a cerebral game. You have to be thinking constantly to understand what's going on. You got to be thinking outside the box. Is this something happening in Alan Wake's story that he's writing, or is this actually happening in the real world? Is this a hybrid of the two? In what timeline? Because remember, things are happening where he'll get a phone call, but it's from someone in the future or the
Hell
past.
yeah, man!
It's
Go
like,
get
where's
a
this
go get a
coming
bag
from?
of chips. Go get a drink. Go get a bag of chips.
It's a game where
get
you
some
have
food,
to
do
constantly be
something.
thinking about it.
I
right?
understand.
And then compare
If
that
you're gonna
with
sit here and
Starfield,
chill,
a game that's
might
like
as well do it
the
with something
most
fun, huh?
coast through. Don't ever think. Don't even give it a second of intelligence. Just play it and just gel, because that's essentially what it is. It's like a game with no real, thinking required. Just go through it at a snail's pace and play 100 hours of very blasé, mediocre content. Right?
Wait,
They're like polar opposite games.
Wait. Which game is he talking
Very
about?
gel. Coast through with Starfield, a game that's like the most coast through. Don't ever think.
You
I'm happy to
absolutely
report,
have to. I mean, it depends on how
wasn't
you play it,
a
Phil.
terrible day off. It was actually a pretty good one, a
It's
pretty
an
relaxing
RPG.
one, which we needed to interrupt the week.
If
that
you
was
put
so
thought
stressful
into it,
up
you
to
get
that
thought
point,
out.
right? So that's a good thing, obviously. And I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. I'm supposed to order that for dinner. We actually ordered a pizza from a local restaurant that does pan-style pizza. No, not fast food restaurant, but like a good restaurant that does pan-style pizza. And it was
Pan-style
super duper
pizza.
good. We ended up getting like meatball and tomato and red peppers on it, and it was like ridiculously tasty. So that's what we
Dude,
had
I
today.
agree. The rocking back
So that's
and forth.
Phil's day off.
It's a lot.
I got that out of the way. So now we can actually get to the things people probably want to talk about. The two real big things are obviously the Comcast update and game news for this show. So now we can get into it.
Pan
All right?
style pizza. What is pan style?
Of course, I do have a schedule
It's just called
update for
pan
all of you
pizza,
as well,
Phil.
because this whole week now has been thrown into disarray because I didn't work the way that I was supposed to work last week. All my playthroughs are thrown into disarray, so I'm going to give you an update on that.
Starfield is
Okay.
boring.
All
You
right.
don't think.
So
The dumbest man alive. 100%.
let's talk. You all know what's
You don't
going
have to
on
think,
with my
which is
internet.
why he
You
got
all
fined
know
for
by
shooting
now
cities.
there is a malicious employee
Exactly.
at Comcast.
If he would have
who
thought about it,
was
he
messing
wouldn't
with
have.
my internet for months. It wasn't just a one-off thing. It was 4 months, okay? And it was not to the point of just, oh, let's mess with his internet and reset his modem. They were actually messing with settings inside, which they shouldn't have ever touched. And they then went to the point this week on Monday, committing fraud, making payments in my name. And
real quick update. We actually debunked that on stream the other day, but just as a reminder, it's not actually fraud because the person did not gain anything personal. Wrongful or criminal deception intended to result in financial or personal gain. Outside of laughing and getting a kick out of it, he didn't gain anything.
Doing things that I did not authorize, okay? So the crap hit the fan this week. And as you know, Monday and Tuesday, my streams were fully disrupted by this malicious employee who kept resetting my modem and messing with my settings, right?
Comcast gained a payment on time, though. Really odd how Phil does not play WWE Champions on stream, considering most multiple games have a streamer program. I know. He could be banking on that.
I don't want to tell you the ins and outs of every single communication that I had with Comcast this week. Right. But what I will say is no exaggeration. I was on the phone with Comcast 3 hours on Monday, probably for over an hour on Tuesday, probably... Let me think about Wednesday. Wednesday, I think I was only on the phone with them for maybe a half an hour. Yesterday, I was on the phone with them for about an hour.
Man, the snort sacks are
And this morning, I was on the phone with them right before this stream. In fact, if you're sitting here live...
But why, though? What could you possibly have to keep talking about? They're doing an investigation, so why are you constantly on the phone with them?
And you're wondering, gee, why is Phil's podcast starting late today? That's exactly why.
Try to spot those earwiggles in the wild. Yeah, no, we actually did that the other day. We would have to go back. Let's see if we can catch any.
I actually got involved with someone at Comcast.
Oh, he got involved with somebody.
5 days in.
Oh, we got one.
Involved with someone at Comcast.
Look at the stage left ear.
5 days in.
There it is.
Who's going to handle this for me? And you might say, handle it for me. What do you mean they didn't do anything? No. They have done good things, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give them credit where credit is due this morning for the things that they did actually fix for me already, because
it's
basically
so bad,
the way I see it, my situation is a crazy, one-off, ridiculous circumstance that Comcast never foresaw would ever happen. Now, is that okay? No business should have a situation.
I hate them so much. They make me mad. Like, just seeing the ears move, like the ears won't off of Phil. That's how bad it is.
Where you could have malicious things happening to one of your customers just because one of your employees doesn't like them. Because for every one of me, there could be someone out there who's doing it and it never gets reported. Like, why am I getting the attention now that I need to fix this? Likely because I'm an internet streamer who made...
No, likely because you're a Karen bitch. Straight up. As Raven Dolphin once said, and I don't know if Raven Dolphin is still a quality detractor as far as content goes, but let's just say DSP's a bitch. We'll carry that on. We'll carry
a video and stream about it back on Tuesday. I feel like if I didn't do that, I probably wouldn't be having it handled at the level that I'm getting it handled.
No, you got to escalate it, Phil, because you called them incessantly. You left, 3 voicemails for the regional manager?
I would have just had a bunch of logs put into the system, and everyone sitting on tickets and not actioning them, and my business would have continued to be interrupted and disturbed and messed up.
He just said he was going to give them credit, did he not? He's literally... This is the most backhanded credit I've ever heard.
Right? Let's be honest. Not everyone is in the position I'm in, and that's not right. What's going to stop... something like this from happening to someone? What if you just have, for example, what if you're just someone who someone doesn't like, right? Hell, it could be a next door. What if your next door neighbor works for your ISP and doesn't like you? Now they can look up your account via basic information, find your account, and start attacking it. It's not right, right? What I'm hoping is that with this situation, there's going to be awareness and a resolution from Comcast and hopefully even other ISPs that you can't give these employees unlimited power. You just can't, because you can't trust people. I'm sorry, I hate to say it. I've been on the short end of the stick of the human experience when it comes to people who...
Well, we can all agree you're on the short end of the human experience. I think we can all agree there.
just want to hurt people for no good reason. So I know how malicious people can be just because they feel like they can get
Talking about his penis. 100%. 100%.
away with it, or they feel like a feeling of power or positivity. Oh, I hurt someone today.
Where'd the load go, Phil? Unlimited power.
Right? It's messed up. I don't know who this person is. I don't even want to know who this person is at Comcast who did this to me. I have no desire to know.
Okay, first of all, you know that's cap. 100% that's cap. No way does he not want to know.
I just want to do my normal business like I'm entitled to because I bought internet
Because I'm entitled to.
from an ISP.
Okay, I will give him this. When you're spending like $400, yeah, you better be top priority. But you're not entitled, Phil.
That's it. I don't want my personal information all over the internet because this idiot doxed it.
Phil doxed himself the other day, though.
I don't want all this messed up stuff
Wait a minute. Sorry, I just realized what he said.
on the internet because this idiot doxed it.
He didn't dox you, Phil. You doxed yourself. Well, this story just changed. He didn't dox you, bro. He didn't. He shut your internet off. He didn't dox you. Phil hears these words, but he really does not understand what they mean.
I don't want all this messed up stuff happening to me in my business. This is ridiculous. So
It's really not a business, but okay. Go off, Queen.
I feel like the only reason that I'm getting the attention I'm getting now is because I'm a public figure on the internet. You've got tens of thousands of people who
I need more power to mismantle.
are aware of the situation, if not more. And I mean, it's been all over Twitter. It's been all over everywhere else.
Wait, did he say?
Aware of the situation, if not more. And I mean, it's been all over Twitter. It's been all over
Well, it's been on your timeline. I don't think it's been on everybody else's. It certainly was not trending.
everywhere else. So, let us talk about what's going on. In a nutshell, after having
These people must have gotten banned.
talked to Comcast a bazillion times this week, here is the updates. You ready for this? Okay.
He's officially a size D training bra, guys. We got it. Size D.
Number one, I have a person actually at Comcast who is my direct point of contact who I can talk to at any time about this situation. Right now, if my internet goes down, I'm supposed to contact them immediately.
Size D for detractors. Hell yeah. Double D when it's a really bad day.
And they will get on it. Who else has ever had that kind of attention from Comcast? Probably zero people.
Oh, you smug asshole.
Who else has ever had that kind of attention from Comcast? Probably zero people, right? But that's what I've got right now. I've got a direct point, a direct line to help, and I will get it right away because of this situation. So that's good, right? That's a thumbs up. That's
Fuck
a number
you,
one.
Phil.
Number two.
Honestly, that's awful.
I have been notified, all right, that I will have no longer have internet disruptions as a result of this employee. And that's all they could say legally. And I understand that. You know what I mean?
Oh, he understands it now. Some intern got stuck on Phil, dude.
They can't say anything else because,
100%. And it's so sad to think of.
legal issues. But they've taken care of the problem. Okay? And that's all they can say.
Yeah, because Dan Green quit.
On their end. All right? So, I should not have internet disruptions. If I do...
While I understand that dink memer, don't let Phil touch you. He groomed an underage panda. You don't want him touching you.
Then we have a problem. And essentially, there's a bigger problem than what they thought it was. And I need to tell them right away so they can get on it and figure out what's going on. So, I'm supposed to feel confident today that my internet won't go out. Do I feel confident? Not really. But at the same time, I'm going to take their word for it that they actually took care of this problem because, again, if they won't even give me the details, that means obviously something went down here legally. And, so who knows? I mean...
You know what's really weird, though? If Phil was smart, he could totally get a lawsuit out of this. He could absolutely get a lawsuit out of this. He would be swimming in money. But the fact that he didn't go to any law enforcement or attorney about this is is proof that he's just not. He's not the brightest tool in the shed.
I mean, of course, we can all speculate. Were they fired? I would guess so.
If Phil was smart, there's your problem. Exactly. They can't tell me more legally.
Oh, I don't think you want an employee like that working for you any further. Was anything else, going down? Maybe. Maybe not only were they terminated, but now they're going to look into it and actually have legal action, because here's the thing. That's a crime. And not only can they, obviously, they have the evidence, they can report that to the authorities, but that's a liability for their company. They broke their company policy. When you get hired, you sign a contract that says you're not going to do that kind of stuff. And they broke that contract. There could be legal issues there as well, right? I'm not sure.
Someone must have went down legally. No shit,
Anyway,
Sherlock. 100%.
That's that. So hopefully that part of the equation is done. But that wasn't it. That wasn't the only problem. Remember, this person was committing identity theft. So
they weren't though. Okay, okay, I should probably just let the man talk. Well, at least we have enough that we can put him on half speed now. Now, Rice, what you talking about? Attorneys and law enforcement and beneath the dumbest man alive. Silly me. I don't know what I was thinking.
I can also tell you, yes, Comcast has initiated the refund for the hundreds and hundreds of dollars that was fraudulently transferred out of my account without my permission. So that's on the way back. I mean, that takes time. That's not an overnight thing, because there's, different institutions and financial institutions involved, and everything is there, right? So, the money is coming back. That's a good thing, right? However,
not really, but okay.
There is tons of issues still lingering. My information was posted all over the internet. Stuff that should not be public on the internet.
But Phil, that was not him. That was you.
It should be private information, and that's a major problem. There's potential that identity theft is still happening and fraud is still being attempted, and it's probably not from that person, but it could be others. So, essentially what has to happen is all my accounts now need to be constantly monitored for any kind of malicious activity.
The fact that he's not smart enough to say, you know what, I should probably change some stuff.
Impersonating me, trying to do things in my name, it's messed up.
Money's on the
never
way.
come to this point, but it has because of essentially negligence.
Right, Secretary, you make logical suggestions, fucking dumbass.
So, in that regard, this morning, I submitted a ton of information to Comcast. All right, evidence of everything that happened in my modem back in October, everything that just happened in my modem this week, evidence that all my information in my account was changed by this employee and what exactly was changed, evidence of other things as well. I'm not going to go into massive detail.
You already said you did that,
I said a ton of stuff. All right,
which means you probably
didn't
do it before.
If everything goes according to plan, all right, hopefully, I will not have any further interruptions whatsoever. And what I mean by that is, hopefully, everything will be going fine. I will not have any more internet going down, and I won't have to mention this publicly again. I never wanted to. Like I told you guys on Tuesday when I did the giant stream about it, I didn't want to have it come to that. I just wanted to have it handled behind the scenes and fixed, and it wasn't happening. That's why I had to take it public.
No,
and when
you took
did,
it public because for the attention.
All of a sudden now, oh crap, we got to fix it. Sometimes you got to put your foot down, but again, it's not fair because the normal person doesn't have that option like I do. I shouldn't have had to use that option. It should have been, I get the help I needed on Monday, right? But I guess that's life, right? So, the good news is, if everything goes...
Well, no, actually, I was going to say what person in the right mind, but yeah, Phil's not in his right mind. Never mind.
Goes according to plan. I will no longer be mentioning this publicly. Everything will be taken care of, all right? Now, if it doesn't, and we're having more interruptions in my work, and we're having more issues, then I got to talk about it again, I'll talk about it again. But I don't want to. I'm hoping that's it. This will be the last time I mention it. We wrap this up. We nip it in the butt, as they say, or nip it in the bud. I don't even know what the saying is. I'm so stupid.
Exactly.
But it's
normal
over,
person
all right?
isn't a
I will continue to work with Comcast on a personal level here, or a professional level, I guess I should say, to fix this, and make sure it doesn't happen again. But you don't even know about it. I apologize. You never even needed to know about it. Because you shouldn't have ever been in the loop, but I had to do that in order to get the help I needed. All right?
Awful.
Fingers crossed that Comcast continues to handle this properly. Make sure it doesn't happen again. Make sure there is no more further problems in this situation. And
I hate when he does that with his hair, man. It's so
that they handle me fairly too. And what I mean by that is, just think about it. This week alone, there were multiple streams disrupted. Because some people are asking about my modem now. I had to buy a modem. That modem that's over there that I'm using.
You did not have to buy a modem. You chose to buy a modem.
Right now is mine. I had to drop hundreds of dollars to buy that rush to have it for the stream so that someone couldn't go in there and mess the settings. That other modem, that Comcast modem, I'm getting rid of. I'm not keeping that modem. I refuse. So that...
Bro, somebody has to get that modem. How do we get that modem? Somebody has got to get that modem. I don't know what the saying is. I'm stupid. The smartest man alive. Hi, everyone. Hey, Ultimate Agent. Thank you for stopping by. I don't know if I've seen you here before, but I do appreciate you coming by. Thank you. very robust, very meaningful. But we will continue on with Mr. Meaningful himself.
I'm trading in. I got all this stuff going on. So you got to hope that they're going to do the right thing, but we don't know. We're going to see what happens, okay? And go from there. But this should be really the last time that we have to talk about it, I hope. If they do the right thing, if they handle this fairly and
fairly,
then we're good. But we have to see what happens. But that'll be on my end. It's a private thing now at this point. It's not a public thing. Unless it goes public again because of other issues. But again, if it's in my power, I don't want to talk about it again. I don't think we need to.
Oh, I'm so mad by that. He didn't dox
so there you go.
Phil.
So like,
you doxed
VPN,
yourself.
VPN. What was that going to do for anything? A VPN would have never stopped anything going on right now. I don't know what
Yeah.
you're talking about. And others were like, you're gonna use their modem again? Of course I'm not. I already bought my own. I'm keeping it. That's gonna be the modem I use from now on. I am not allowing.
VPN is for people with
to mess with that and
high level
setting
security,
messed up stuff.
which is not our boy
I just
Phil.
refuse. Okay, so.
My printer doesn't work. Oh man.
Okay.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Anyway, that's it. Like, that's all I have to say. And I'm happy. The only thing is I'm sad that there was a disruption today. Obviously, I didn't want my stream to be late. It had to be late because I had this call and/or.
No, whoa, Phil. Let's get one thing straight. Your stream was not late because you were on the phone. Your stream is late because you're always late. Let's just get that straight. It's a Gundam hits a few entertaining vids on DSP. Yes, he sure does. Have I watched all of them? I've watched at least most of them, if not all of them. There might be a few older ones I haven't, but yeah, Gundam has great videos on Phil. Very, very good
I had to
stuff.
send to Comcast. We're hoping now that it gets resolved, and that's that. All right. So
Phil ever said the N-word on stream? Yeah, if you go back far enough, there is, Phil has said the N-word.
say about that. Thankfully, hopefully it's over. Because man, I would sure love a whole month of fun here with you guys and not have to worry about this bullshit every day, right? It'd be pretty stupid if we have to keep worrying about this nonsense. So hopefully we don't. So there you go. So that's that in that regard. Now, obviously everything is screwed up, right? Like my whole week is
DSP a lolcow? He sure is.
screwed up.
Always been.
Because I had Monday I couldn't stream
been.
normally. Tuesday I couldn't stream normally. Wednesday I was gonna stream normally, and then my head rejected me. It made me feel like crap, and luckily my wife pulled me out of bed.
My head rejected me. Wait. I gotta hear this again. That's a great clip.
Right? Like my whole week is screwed up. Because I had Monday I couldn't stream normally. Tuesday I couldn't stream normally. Wednesday I was gonna stream normally, and then my head rejected me.
Oh, well, we're getting some gold at least.
It made me feel like crap, and luckily my wife pulled me out of bed, so I did eventually do some work, which is good because we finished Starfield. But now I have to like redo the whole schedule. So you guys, need to know what's going on. So let's talk about that. This is the first time I'm actually gonna tell you the real amended schedule now. All right. So today we are resuming Super Mario RPG. We already missed multiple streams of it.
Oh, this should be great too. I'm thinking he probably won't make Tip Skull today if he's streaming Mario RPG.
But we're gonna bring it back now. It's gonna be normal today. Okay. Basically, we're picking up where we left off. We had just arrived at Monstro Town, and Monstro Town is unique.
Oh, it's unique.
Because in Monstro Town, not only is there like story-based elements, there's also a lot of side content. And you're gonna see today, like we already initiated this first big riddle and stuff like that. But there's other stuff too going on in Monstro Town. So we're gonna investigate and do a lot. 3 hours of Super Mario RPG after this podcast ends. That I hope you'll stick around and enjoy and chill.
Absolutely not. By the way, just to be full transparent, the podcast is the most interesting thing that Phil does. I don't intend to really watch any gameplay. So sorry for those of you who were wanting to watch Phil play games, but we all have better things to do with our lives, I think.
It's a chill game. It absolutely is. It's a turn-based RPG from the 90s. It's a classic. I hope that you guys will stick around and hang out with me and enjoy. We need kind of a relaxing stream regardless. After all the nonsense of this week, it's nice to have a relaxing stream, I feel. So I hope you'll stick around and engage.
Oh yeah, real relaxing.
In Mario RPG.
We spent
tonight
the
on the late
first,
stream,
what,
6:45 p.m. Pacific
20
time.
minutes
It is
talking about
Street Fighter
Comcast.
6 Friday Night Fights. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's the big night. Tonight, I'm going to go online.
Oh, boys, tonight's... Hold on, boys. Prepare the slave trade. We're selling it off for profits.
And play ranked matches with Dalcine for the first time. We're going to see how my placement matches go, and then go from there. Now, I did watch, again, probably about another 30 or so minutes of top ranked gameplay with Dalcine last night. The one thing I'm really not doing with Dalcine, and this is a big problem, jab is his best asset. I mean it. Standing jab is his best normal, and it interrupts a ton of things and catches a lot of people off guard. All right? Some people even done the top Dalcine. They'll do a combo that grounds the opponent. They'll teleport behind, not the aerial, but the ground teleport behind as the opponent's getting up, and they could do like a standing jab or a down back short, and if it connects, you could keep doing low jabs, and off of that, you could do level 1 super. You can drive rush and do more jabs into fireball. Like, you have options, and it's actually almost like a Dalcine rush down. I know that sounds like, wait, what? The slowest character, who's supposed to be a keep away character, is played in a rush down stop. Yeah, you can play him with a rush down as long as you utilize the jab. And I'm definitely not doing it.
I'm totally sorry. Yeah, I was just about to say, Andrew, I don't do Street Fighter talk. I like Street Fighter, not like that. So, yeah, we're going to skip any Street Fighter talk. Definitely don't care about that.
jabs and all of a sudden do drive rushes.
Oh, no. We always skip this.
I had almost no knowledge of what I was doing when I played with.
Yeah, no, I literally, like, I like Street Fighter. It's cool, you know, and Street Fighter 6 for me is the most accessible, but I definitely don't care when he's talking about it.
Big for Street Fighter 6 today. Because there's big controversy around it. People are freaking out. And I think it's rightly so. So I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. All right? We'll get to that in the game news section. All right? But let's continue with the schedule. Tomorrow is Saturday the 2nd. Tomorrow...
Well, technically, shouldn't the biggest news be the GTA 6, like, release date for the trailer? But you're going to talk about something else? Okay.
Will be Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 as the daytime stream.
Finally,
we're going to have a regular Modern Warfare 3 stream for the first time in almost a week. After all the nonsense with my internet, tomorrow it goes back to the daytime stream. I hope you guys will join me.
Like, the fact that he didn't lead off... The fact that he led off with Comcast info instead of the release date for the trailer for GTA says everything. It says everything. That, the Frostpunk 2 trailer, he's such an idiot? Yeah. Well, and the fact that we even got a new trailer for Stalker 2, like, that's a big one, too. Like, there's a ton of actual interesting stuff that came out, and we're not getting any of it.
Yeah, because, as you know, I've been loving playing that game with all of you. Every time I'm doing something different.
Last time
around,
again?
I was using the Tonfa. I can't even remember because it was Monday and everything was screwed up.
I don't understand that. I don't understand
why. I want to
why.
unlock everything, like the dual handguns and everything, and just have a zany time in the game. By the way, coming up, is it this week? I believe the new Warzone launches. So that'll be interesting to actually find.
Well, yeah, okay, there's another thing that I'm surprised. At least we got a mention of it, though.
I've been asking about it and for it, and it comes out, and we'll give it a shot when it comes out, whenever that is, okay?
Is it actually called Warzone 3, though? I didn't think it
3,
was.
Multiplayer Saturday. Saturday night, the return of Like a Dragon Gaiden, a nice late-night chill stream. That'll be fun. So, Sunday's the weird day. Why? Well, Sunday, it's going to be my React show, DSP versus the Internet. So I urge you, if you are a member over there's a lot of new members from last week who were gifted packs. That's my
Don't care about
React
schedule.
content.
Sorry, Phil.
No late stream. I'll repeat that. There will not be a late night stream. Why? Where I actually have...
Why?
Patron private React videos.
Oh, don't care.
Not be one on Sunday. All right?
Don't care, Phil.
Modern Warfare 3 and Like a Dragon Gaiden. Okay? But then
Fair.
So if that's the case, I think that's what we're going to
Sound good, guys? Sound good? Yeah.
do. I think we're actually going to have a Warzone stream on Wednesday to give it a good push. We'll play it for the full 3 hours. We'll try it out, see if I like it. If it's
See if we like
that I
it.
want to put regularly into my rotation, or if the standard multiplayer is more up to my speed, or maybe both and alternate. I don't know. But we're going to check that out. When it's
Wait. That was a good
regularly
clip.
into my rotation, or if the standard multiplayer is more up to my speed, or maybe both.
Oh, maybe both? All right. Well, hold up. Let me... Okay, I got to save this. This is just... It's too good, man. Like, there's so many good picks. Sniffin, Phil Sniffin, and then we got the... I heard a rumor that she was married out of wedlock as well. Oh, so good, man. Oh, Phil. Ooh. Okay, there we go.
An alternate.
All right, resume.
We're gonna check that out when it comes out Wednesday. And then Wednesday night, it could either be Street Fighter or Like a Dragon. It really doesn't matter. Good news is we finished Starfield, so we don't have the lingering playthrough anymore. The next new game will be a week from today.
Yeah,
that
the
is
Starfield
Avatar:
playthrough was
Frontiers of Pandora.
atrocious.
It comes out on that day, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the Ubisoft Plus subscription service, so I can get it for like $18 and play the full game.
Dude, it's not $18. It's like 15. I can put that. Whoops. I can put that to rest right now. One Google search, dude. One Google search. Ubisoft Plus subscription. How much is it? It should be $15, I believe. It's $14.99, Phil. Do your research. It's not 18.
Just like I did with
It's really not.
months ago. So we're gonna do exactly the same thing there, and we're gonna play that. Now, you might say, well, wait a minute. What
I got some Thailand propaganda to record
about
for
the other new
Slayer.
game you had talked about? It's RoboCop. Oh, that's coming. Don't worry. That's the other next playthrough coming, but we need to finish them.
Okay, as a huge RoboCop fan, like RoboCop's one of my favorite films of all time. But as a huge fan of both the movie, the game, the property, I'm not looking forward to this playthrough because I know it's going to piss me off.
So whether that's Super Mario RPG, whether that's Like a Dragon Gaiden, whatever it is, whatever game completes next, RoboCop will be the next game in the rotation.
Off topic,
okay?
but it would
And
be
then
some
after that,
shit
we
if there was
play
a
it by ear because we have
surprise
many options
release
of-
at the Game Awards for a Spawn Armageddon remake by Cap. Dude, oh my god. Think Memer, you're putting hope in my heart, and my heart can't take it, man. I want a Spawn game so bad. My mom, like, it's really funny, like, so my mom asked for a Christmas list from me. Sorry, side tangent. But it's probably more interesting than anything Phil's talking about. But yeah, my mom asked for a Christmas list for me, and I put like one of the Spawn comic compendiums on there, and she goes, well, I just don't really want to get you any video game stuff. And I was like, Spawn's not a video game character. Like, he's a comic book character. Like, I was like, first off, what's wrong with video game stuff if I did have it on here? Second off, dude, it's just Spawn. Like, it's a comic character. I don't understand that. But, yeah. I want a Spawn game so bad. A good hack and slash would be so cool.
There's some holiday themed games coming out. There's Lords of the Fallen. There's Sea of Stars. I mean, crap. There's like 10 games that people have been asking me for months and months.
Dude, he talked about playing the Grinch game. That's hilarious.
That we can now look into once I wrap up the current stuff that we have on deck. Okay. Now, some other quick things. Okay, remember, there's 2 events right now that I need your input on. Number 1 is the best playthrough of 2023 countdown that we're going to do.
Have you heard of Batman Arkham? You mean the Reddit forum for it? No, is that something specific? I mean, it would just be the Arkham games, right? I would think. I mean, I love Batman, so that'd be worth checking. Been playing Dark Souls 3, dude. Dark Souls 3 is great.
Viewer's choice.
I would argue it's my favorite Dark Souls.
How do you do it? Right now, you can type exclamation point best of 2023
at least out of
the
the
live chat.
3.
You're on stream. If you're not, there's a community thread from the end of November that's on the community tab. I need you to nominate your favorite playthroughs I did this year. The more nominations I get, the better. That's going to run for about 2 more weeks, and then I'm going to tally up.
Oh wait, man, is there a bunch of stuff going on because of that Switch port?
That's going to be a part of my year-end series.
I bet that's probably what you're thinking.
Disappointing games and
or that's probably like what's going on with it. I would
best
think.
Best playthroughs of the year. So please get on that if you have not yet. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2. I need your input on what holiday specials and movies I should watch to review for DSP Reacts this month.
It's a little more than Batman.
That is, I'm going to start this week. As early as probably Monday or Tuesday this week, I'm going to start reviewing, and it's going to be really cool. What's it going to be? I don't know yet. I have a few ideas. What I'm going to do is start reviewing your suggestions probably over the weekend. So if you haven't yet and you're a member over on DSP Reacts, please, there's a members-only thread on that channel where you can post up your ideas for holiday specials and movies to watch, and I'm going to take that to heart and watch a few of them starting this week. So please submit your submissions. And then, one final thing, okay? Now, this hasn't started yet. It will start very soon. I didn't get it set up for today, but probably within the next 1 or 2 days, all right? I need your suggestions and nominations for games to play during my Christmas marathon. This year, my Christmas marathon will be held on Saturday, December 23rd. It'll be all day long. I'll be in festive attire. I have many different Christmas-related sweaters that I'll be switching between and Christmas hats. I'll be drinking probably some eggnog, maybe some whiskey.
Oh, dude, I hate that. No, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the Reddit thread. What a weird Reddit. What a weird thread.
Maybe some other things. We'll see what I can find. I'm going to try to look for some.
I believe it's cancer. It certainly seems like
I'm going to order a meal for Feasting with Phil, and also probably have like a Christmas-related treat or something like that, like I always do. And we're going to play a variety of games together on that day.
If Phil ever procreates black children, he'd probably sell them into a slave trade for profit. Well, you see, Mr. Gamer, Phil likes Latino women. He does not like urban-style people so much. So I don't think you'd be able to... I don't think you'd get him to procreate with an urban-style person.
You will determine, all right? So, it's not live yet, but over this weekend, I'm going to post up 2 different threads. One will be for standard viewers, and one will be exclusively for channel members. You guys will nominate games.
All right, Phil. I really don't care. What else we got?
Just in the first 2 to 3 months, we've got so many major games. I mean, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth within a month of each other. 2 insanely huge RPGs. Tekken 8, right? Isn't there another 1 or 2 huge games in January? I'm almost positive there are, but this is the thing out there.
Right,
Stone, so now we know exactly what's coming up over the...
Man, this is a boring one today, guys. Jesus, I'm sorry.
It's good because if you like the game, there's a lot to do in it. It's bad one of the most huge fighting game casts, always. There's so much to cover there. It's good because if you like the game, there's a lot to do in it. It's bad because if you like the game, you have to learn all that. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
if you like the game, you have to do all that. When people like something, Phil, they're normally excited about it. They don't look at it as a bad thing.
It even looks better than Street Fighter 6. I hope so. Seriously, like, I'm down for that. And, by the way, Tekken also has a really good soundtrack. Always.
Always, guys. Always.
Right? I love the soundtrack of Tekken. So that's kind of the difference. With Street Fighter 6, I kind of told you guys the one thing that was kind of lacking is the music.
Yeah, no, Latinos definitely wouldn't touch it with an 8-foot pole.
I guess we'll have to see. Okay? Cool. All right, so that's the Christmas marathon coming up. Soon, not yet, you can nominate games. I'll let you know when it's live, likely in the next couple of days, so I'll let you know. Please keep your ears and eyes peeled.
By the way, I do have a hype announcement at the end of this stream. I have a surprise style stream that I will be doing next week with a certain ALT insider, and we will be going over some cult-related activity in regards to our boy Philly.
And I will let you know. Oh, that's right. Joel
just wanted to throw that out there.
Prince of Persia is also coming out in
I
January.
know he's a little shy to put out like hype stuff because of the photos.
It's absolutely insane.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's going to be exciting
okay.
stuff.
Oh, yeah. Suicide Squad, and that's a maybe for me, right? But that's coming out too. Oh, my God.
How's that a maybe?
Wild.
That's
it's
a big
be absolutely
release.
wild. There's so much going on. Oh, my God. Well, we'll have to figure it out as we get to it, right? And by the way, I also want to say to everyone here, a lot of people are contributing this morning. Thank you for that very much. You know.
Oh, damn it, I hate that.
I'll give my shout outs at the end of the show. I absolutely will give you your time that you're due. We'll update the leaderboard, but I want to get to all my topics before we get to that. Thank you so very much, everyone contributing this morning. I
really want to get Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, man, it's really great, honestly.
Thank you for that. Okay.
Baldur's Gate 3 is really, really good.
So let's see. That's the schedule.
I really enjoyed what I played so far.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Are you ready?
ALT collab.
I'm
yes,
ready.
sir.
I don't know if you're ready.
I was really surprised, but I was like, oh, sweet. Like, I'm really excited. We're actually, specifically, I'll give you, I can give you a quick snippet idea of what we're going to do, actually. It'll be more interesting than anything Phil talks about. So if you've ever heard of the Byte model, it's Stephen Hassan's, let's see, Byte model, where's the, let's see, breakdown. If you've ever heard of the Byte model, it's basically something that they're trying to get pushed into court to determine whether something is a cult or not. And so basically, me and Alt are going to go over Phil and his community, and we're going to decide, based off of actual evidence, if Phil and his community is a cult. That is the idea. Essentially, we're going to break that down. I think it would be really interesting, though, because there's a lot of talk about him being a cult leader, just from a joking perspective. But this will actually break it down so that numerically we know if it is truthfully considered that or not. So it'll be interesting. Where's the e-begging Wiedemann milk, you racist cow? Rice, I've acquired Steam Deck OLED. Oh, big ups, Buzzley. That's awesome, man. I love the screen so much. Pops out in the games that I play. That's great. There's some really good stuff. I bet if you played the Ascent or anything with really bright colors, that would look really good on there.
But I'm ready. Okay, it's time for my favorite segment.
Oh, wait.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Are you ready? I'm ready. I don't know if you're ready, but I'm ready. Okay, it's time for my favorite segment. Oh, it's time for your favorite segment.
That's so bad, Phil. Jesus. Can we go over Batman Arkham at the end? We could possibly. I'm not opposed to that.
It's time for everyone's favorite segment. Ladies and gentlemen, blue is not festive. Get that the frick out of here. No, we need a holly jolly color.
Elden Ring and that game boss had a lot. I could definitely see that.
I missed it. It would be nice if I clicked it. Here we go.
I believe it would for sure.
That's much better.
It's so pretty.
Much
Such a
better.
good
Wait,
game.
that's almost pink. Hold on.
Yes, you're taking up the work LSB began. Height. I gotta, man. I gotta.
There we are. That's beautiful. Bright red. All right, almost matches my shirt. All right, ladies and
I
gentlemen,
just would love to break it down. I really want to get into the psyche of Phil and his community.
News. Let's talk. We have many stories to discuss this morning. Story number 1: electronic.
Absolute hilarity and insanity. Well, I'm fantastically excited then. Ooh, Ultimate Agent. Christmas or Halloween? Halloween for me, definitely. I'm a huge Halloween fan. I'm a huge horror fan in general. I like Christmas a lot. And I think there's a lot of fun things about Christmas, but man, Halloween is where my heart is. Halloween is definitely my favorite. Halloween is my Christmas for sure.
Arts, also known as EA for short, has patented a new feature in video games. You ready for this feature? I'm curious what you guys think about this. Listen to this. You ready? You're going to be able to import your voice into the character.
Christmas? Hey, that's totally fair, man. I totally understand. And for some people, it's literally just the excitement, everything around Christmas, because it really is a whole month celebration. Halloween, I try to make it that for me, but Christmas really is a vibe. So I absolutely respect it. Christmas is a solid, it's in my top 3, so I totally, much respect. Yeah, spending time with family. That's one of the things I really like about it personally.
Character creation tool of EA video games, and using AI technology, the game is going to auto-generate your voice, and that voice will be used as the voice actor for the game. I'm not
What's the face? Phil, do you have anything to add to that, or are you just going to look at us stupidly?
kidding. They patented this. Now, it's not released. It's not. I don't know if it's been tested, but they have the patent in for it right now. Okay? So I can see this as a mixed bag.
On the screen
I mean, you
from
want to talk
60 to
about
90, which makes games extra
the ultimate
smooth.
immersive experience, putting yourself in the game.
Nice.
Imagine playing Call of Duty, and as you're running around, it's your voice saying, "Tango, Buck Foxtrot, they're going to be coming from behind, coming up." It's you. It's actually you yelling that, right?
Christmas is fire. Not a year gone by that I don't watch The Elf. Oh, Elf is great. You know what's great too? Think about that. That's a Jon Favreau movie. Jon Favreau went on to make The Mandalorian and Iron Man and what's the other big movie he did? Jon Favreau's. He went on to play Happy in Spider-Man. So, like, yeah, Jon Favreau's awesome. Don't know about the other sides of Mandalorian.
Or you're playing RPG.
The first season
right?
was
All these voice dialogue lines have been recorded, but it basically gets edited to sound like you. So you are the protagonist. That could be interesting. At the same time, is that kind of creepy? Right? I guess you have to give your permission, right? Like you probably when the game boots, it'll say, hey, by doing this, you're giving permission to use your voice if you happen to use the character creation tool or whatever.
Cautiously optimistic for X Defiant.
You
know, I've heard some people actually say like it wasn't too bad.
Wanted to play a video game.
Like when it first got announced, we might just turn Phil down a little bit because there's not really a whole lot going on here.
Oh, shit.
I mean, X Defiant looked interesting. I was interested because it was Tom Clancy, but I'm really curious to see how much Tom Clancy will actually be in it, you know?
So,
I love Christmas, best part of winter and best part of the year, top tier holiday. Very. I really like out of the box Christmas movies.
I want games.
Like for me, my favorite Christmas movie. I would actually have I mentioned what my favorite Christmas movie is? If not, I would love for you guys to guess because I feel like my favorite Christmas movie is one that a lot of people don't remember is a Christmas movie. And it's not Die Hard, by the way. I've never seen Die Hard.
Sometimes the protagonist should be a set character with a back. When I'm playing God of War, I don't want Kratos to be Darkside Kratos. I just want him to be Kratos.
My favorite Christmas movie is Die Hard. I need to watch it. I've heard it was great. I've just never seen it.
His own story, his own voice, his own attitude. I don't need to be Kratos.
Okay, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? You know what? I'm not going to feel... I feel like I'm not... I almost said licensed. I feel like I'm not properly equipped to talk about Die Hard because I haven't seen it. From what I've seen, basically my thing is, yes, shiny teeth, very, very good guess. Batman Returns is 100% a Christmas movie. But no, that is my second favorite Christmas movie. But that is a very good guess. You are dangerously close. Yeah, but like I feel like I'm not equipped to talk about Die Hard because I haven't seen it. Iron Man 3, that's a good pick. God, I forgot that was a Christmas movie, dude. Holy crap. Yeah, that's a great one. I love movies that have a Christmas theme that are not explicitly Christmas. But no, my favorite Christmas movie. We're getting into some really good picks, but I'll still let you guess. I don't know that it's considered a horror movie, but I guess it would have been traumatizing for kids for sure. Definitely, like it's not scary. But for kids, it would absolutely be terrifying. But it's definitely, like, I consider it kind of a family movie, but there's definitely violence in it. That's what I'll say.
Understand? So, the thing I think a lot of people are afraid of, do all the voices, starting to freak out a little bit about it. And I kind of agree. I can see that simply don't know exactly the... Right? I want to hear the block of voice actor. You see the difference? REACKT filming. The movie starring Michael Keaton resuming his role as Beetlejuice, Winona Ryder resuming her role...
Phil, can we not ruin my favorite director's movies, please? I don't want to... Dante's battle theme song in Devil May Cry 5, Subhuman fits Spawn so perfectly. There's so many things about Devil May Cry that fit Spawn so well. Alright, so I'll just spill the beans. My favorite Christmas movie is Gremlins. I love Gremlins. Gremlins is my favorite Christmas movie. Don't talk about Beetlejuice, Phil. I like Beetlejuice.
I'm sorry about that. Let's continue. Our next story, Beetlejuice 2 has wrapped filming. The movie starring Michael Keaton resuming his role as Beetlejuice, Winona Ryder resuming her role as...
By the way, shout out to Beetlejuice for being one of, if not the only, movie that I can think of that is PG rated and also has an F-bomb.
I forgot her name. The daughter. Now she's in...
It's Winona Ryder, dipshit.
Adult. Jenna Ortega, who I believe is playing the daughter of Winona Ryder. Willem Dafoe, who's going to play a different ghost than Beetlejuice.
A different ghost than Beetlejuice? Well, yeah, no shit. Did you know that had Gizmo and Lego? I did not know they had Gizmo and Lego Dimensions. I'm actually curious what that would look like. Lego Gizmo. Oh, whoops. Aw. I mean, not as cute as I would have liked it, but not bad. Dude, I love Gizmo. Gizmo's great. one of my absolute favorites.
O'Hara resuming the role of Winona Ryder's mother, and Monica Bellucci, I have no idea what role she'll play. And this movie comes out September 6th. This is weird to me.
Okay. Before Phil says anything, I'm just going to give you all a little background as far as me and Beetlejuice goes. Love Beetlejuice. Tim Burton is my favorite director. 80s Tim Burton is like one of my favorite eras of film in general. Like, I almost love it so much that I consider it like it's almost like its own subculture. I hate it when Phil talks about things like this. Because he just sees it as, oh, that was a quirky 80s movie, dude. But like, for me, this is like I love this stuff. And he's gonna bash all over it just because, you know. I hate it. Scissorhands is great. Yeah, oh yeah. So, I don't know. Actually, wait, yes. Edward Scissorhands is kind of a Christmas movie. That would also go on my list as well. I didn't think about that, but Edward Scissorhands is kind of a Christmas movie. Yeah, that would be in my list as well, then. Edward Scissorhands is fantastic. I love that. One of my favorite Tim Burton films.
Why? Beetlejuice was one of the weirdest, wildest, most original, funny, scary, unique movies of the 1980s. I remember seeing this when I was a kid a zillion times. It was all over the place. It was on all of, the movie, like HBO and all those channels. They turned it into a kids cartoon show, which is hilarious because the movie definitely is not for children. It's very scary, you know?
It's very scary. I mean, it's downright creepy. And if you're a little kid, yeah, definitely. But like, once you're kind of acclimated to Tim Burton's style, it's not like scary. I rewatched some of the old Michael Bay Transformers movies, and I gotta be honest, they're really shit, but when the big dumb robots are fighting, it's really fun to turn your brain off entertainment. I hold to this day that Dark of the Moon is some undeniably fun movie, like, as far as, like, the Transformers aspect. I really like it. The X-Defiant says, Devs, standing by Nick Merck is something I respect. I don't actually know what the Nick Merck situation is, but I'd be curious to know. So is RoboCop, Phil. What's your point? Amen.
The F word in it. So, it's obviously not for it, but, I mean, a million kids saw it, including me.
I mean, there's a ton of 80s cartoons, though, that are not made for children. Or a ton of 80s movies that got turned into 80s cartoons that are not made for children.
And the movie's outstanding. It's actually one of Tim Burton's earliest works. This was one of his great...
It's not his earliest work. It is his first work. Unless you're counting the short film he did for Frankenweenie. But this... And Vincent. But this is his first official... Wait, I'm sorry. Pee-wee's Big Adventure is his first film. Whoops. Is it? Wait a minute. I'm getting confused. God damn it, Phil. I want to say... For me, I care about the little nitpicks. I believe this is his first film. I'm almost positive this is his first film. Director. Nope, I'm sorry. I was off. Whoa, wait, 1988. I thought it was 84. Man, I'm losing it, man. Alright, so yeah, I guess it was his second. Either way, though, what a hell of a sophomore. Nick Merck said, leave kids alone. Hey, I agree with that. Bro, no one remembers Jack and the Cuckoo Clock Heart. What is that? Jack and the... What is this? I don't think I've ever seen this. Oh, wait a minute. That actually looks really interesting. Wasn't there a Ghostbusters cartoon? Hey, Brisbane guy, thank you for coming by. There sure was. It was the real Ghostbusters. I at one point had the entire series.
Out movies that got him noticed and got him more prominent roles in the future.
That does look like an interesting movie. Thank you for bringing that up,
it's
man.
Well done. It's got stop motion animation. It's got jokes. It's got basically it showcases the talent of a lot of
It's got jokes. Well, yeah, dude.
People too. Gina Davis and was Alec Baldwin.
Okay, I don't want to hear him talk about Beetlejuice.
Quite good movies. So I feel like if he was going to do Beetlejuice 2, it had to be something of great writing and stature, you know? So I would hope it's really good.
Well, let's be real here. Even though Tim Burton is my favorite director, it's not for his recent stuff. Like, for me, the last Tim Burton movie that I actively adored was Sweeney Todd. I think Sweeney Todd was great, and everything before that was really good. But I don't think that he's made great films. He's made some okay ones, but not great.
Good. The reason I really bring this up, you might say, well, it's not game related.
Every movie has jokes now, thanks Marvel. Exactly. I liked it when there was a good separation.
Yeah,
there's not
really
really
from my
anymore.
childhood. It's pretty neat. At the same time, ladies and gentlemen, it's Beetlejuice 2, like almost 40 years after the fact.
What? Okay, why does he keep doing this, dude? Like, every time there's a 80s property, 80s franchise that people like and adore, he's like, why would you want it again? It's like, dude, every time they bring Ghostbusters up, you're excited about it. So, like, shut up. Being against sexualizing kids got him disavowed back to it. That's really dumb, though. Why would that get you disavowed? That doesn't make any sense. Nightmare Before Christmas wasn't directed by Tim Burton, but he produced it. Yeah, directed by Henry Selick. Same guy that did James and the Giant Peach, Coraline, and not Paranorman. Shoot, what's the other one? Why can't I remember the other one? James and the Giant Peach, Nightmare Before Christmas. And there was another one he did. It was a big one. I just don't remember it off the top of my head.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if they were going to make a...
Actman made a video on it. Oh, interesting. I'll have to watch that then. One of my most hyped things for Christmas this year, besides family and food, is the Lego Optimus Prime set my parents got me. So excited to build that, as well as the Cody and Rex Star Summons. Oh, that's awesome. I love Rex. Rex was one of my favorite, like, clone trooper commandos. Love that.
Beetlejuice 2, you would have thought they would have done it like 25 years ago. Who the hell remembers Beetlejuice except people who are nostalgic?
What do you... Dude, this is the thing I hate. Why does he act like nobody remembers Beetlejuice? It's literally revered as one of Tim Burton's best films.
Like me in their 40s, right? Like if you're in your 40s, if you're in your 40s or 50s, you probably remember Beetlejuice. Like, oh, Beetlejuice 2. But I don't know if this is going to get a whole new audience.
Has he ever walked into a Spirit Halloween? There's literally Beetlejuice shit everywhere.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe I'm wrong, and that would be good, because if the movie is good, you know, if it's...
Dipshit. All right, let's speed up.
Cool. I'm excited to see what they've done with this game. Is that leaked footage we saw a year ago legit, or was it all bullshit? We're going to find out.
Don't
Will
stroke.
CJ finally return? All right, let's stop with the nonsense right now. I'm not one of these weirdo conspiracy theorists. Let's just...
Yeah. Okay, but you actually are, though. Oh, that's a good one, too. I'm not one of those weirdo conspiracy theorists. But...
Will CJ finally return? All right. Last but not least is the first major content update for Street Fighter 6 outside of a new character releasing. They're finally releasing...
I mean, he gets no audience and he's still decaying on stream, so Beetlejuice will do fine. Exactly. As if he's anybody to talk about what will do good and what won't.
Everyone's outfit 3s. Okay, which is their third outfit for the main character you can use in online ranked play. As well,
Don't care. Street Fighter.
Each one, apparently, from what people are saying, costs like more than $5.
Okay. Man, Phil, you're boring today.
Like, I was going to get Dalsim's outfit tonight. At the same time, maybe not. You know what I mean? Like, maybe not. Like,
Curious
I guess
how many
maybe
people are
some
still
people
watching.
get a little bit too excited or too upset about things. I don't think there's really that much of a reason to be upset. It's something that you don't need to get. You know, it's an optional play ranked with the new outfit and everything. So it was like, I want to say it was like $15 extra or something like that to get it early. So I bought that premium edition to play it a few days early. And it worked out. You know, people wanted to see it right away. So to see it a few days early, it worked out. It wasn't like it wasn't worth the investment. But that is correct. Evelyn actually made an important point in the chat. Evelyn said the Google purge is coming. Are you guys aware of this? Because we talked about this a few months ago. So basically, here's what's happening. Google is going to look at accounts that have not had any activity.
Dude, hold up. Now, wait, is this true? Is this true? Google accounts termination news. Is this true? Oh, if this is true, guys, we've got to guess how many subs he's gonna lose. How many subs? How many subs will he lose? Oh, that is... Dude, he's got to be sweating bullets. Oh, that's great. Oh, 69. Nice.
Against them are logged in 2 years, and they're going to terminate them. However, the exceptions are if you have content. So, for example, if it's a YouTube channel, they're going to leave that. They're not going to touch a YouTube channel that has videos and content on it. But they are going to start terminating Google accounts, and Google accounts mean YouTube accounts. So, very well, in the next couple of months, you may see people, like my subscriber count, may dip. I'm not exaggerating, but like 100,000 subscribers might go away.
It couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. Are you ready for it? Dude, that's hype. When does that go into effect? Starting December 2023? All right, man. That is hype. I can't wait to see how many he loses. We got to start placing bets, man. We got to like make something on the Snort Exchange. Dude, there's so many. Oh, that's great. That's the best news. That's the best news he reported on.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, take a look. I have over 200,000 subs, but they're not active. Many of my subs are from back in the day.
I'm gonna make a bold prediction. I'm gonna say it's for sure gotta dip below 100,000, right? It's gotta. I'm thinking maybe even under 75,000. I'm thinking so.
Right? So I would wonder, honestly, if after this Google purge happens, will I still have over 100,000 active subs? I don't even know. I have no clue. What I can say is this.
This will be so telling. So telling.
2.5 years ago, I came to YouTube to do this full time. Okay? I got this.
How many years ago?
2.5 years ago, I came to YouTube to do this full time. Okay? I got left Twitch and I came here. Since then, I started off, I want to say I started off around like 180 or so thousand subs. So today we're up to like 208. So if you do the math, right? That's about maybe 20, 25,000 active subs there. And I would argue that sounds like my active sub base. Probably around 25,000. I'm serious. That's probably about it. Because when I do a playthrough, even if it's a popular playthrough, I get, what, 10,000 views on part 1?
Yeah, that's being a little generous, Phil. God. Okay, let's just test that. Let's go with a big game, right? Let's say Starfield. Playlist. Let's go to Starfield. Let's see. Like a Dragon, 2.3 thousand. Let's see. What do we got? 7,000 on Alan Wake 2. Okay. 4,000 on Mario. YouTube is going to suffer badly. It's going to be rough, man. Part 1 only got 5,000 on Spider-Man, Phil. 2,000. Oh, my God. It's not looking good, dude. 4,000. I want to see Starfield because I feel like Starfield will be really telling. Liza P, 7,000. All right, we're getting close. One of the most hype games only got 7.9 thousand. No, you're undershooting that by like 2,000. Not looking good, dude. I'm gonna call the Google account Purge the Great Rupture. It's gotta be, really. Off topic. Again, a friend of mine snagged me a couple of framed posters. One of the first issue of Spider-Man and a really cool Batman one. That's awesome. The first issue of Spider-Man is a great cover, so that's a good get, man.
On an average day, I get a few hundred viewers. On each playthrough, on average, 300 to 500 views per video. Sometimes it's higher, sometimes it's lower. And you could say, well, that's spread across multiple content. Some people watch Street Fighter, some people watch Call of Duty, some people watch an RPG, some people watch an action game. So even if you spread that out, I probably have about maybe 25,000 active viewers that actually like my content. But that's fine.
Wait a minute. Oh, that's also taking into consideration that he thinks people come in for different content. So it could be even lower.
Happy with that. You understand? Like, I don't care. I'm not looking to be Mr. Popular. I'm happy that I have people who like my content and watch it and support it, you know? But the funny part is...
I mean, I would kill for, like, this type of engagement on a video. But, like, that's the thing, though, man. You take people for granted. You treat them like shit. You can't do that.
I have my Google Play button from over a decade ago DSP Gaming, congrats on 100,000 subscribers.
DSP
right?
goes down to 1K subs. I mean, we could be looking under 10K.
Yeah, so I'm
Possibly.
wondering.
If it even gets under 20K, that's huge.
I'm really wondering.
Man, that'll probably take him out of the algorithm even more than he already is.
What will the effect be on this channel? Probably this will be one of the channels most heavily affected. I don't care though. Like it won't be any. It won't have any bearing on my account. You understand? I don't
On your bank account or your YouTube account?
judge myself based on subs. I never did. Subscribers was the least thing I.
Okay, that is not true. That is not true. I literally saw a video on WPIG like a week ago where he was begging for subs. So that's just not true.
ever judge myself on. Everyone else on YouTube, oh my god, it's all about subs to my channel, sub. I literally never said that, ever. Did you ever hear me say, hey everyone, sub?
The day that Rice passes DSP is the day that I will be happy. Dude, that would be hype. Could you imagine? We could have a whole countdown event for that. That would be so cool. If I could pass DSP, I would feel really, really good. Like, I'd be okay with that, honestly. I'd be, I put in the work, man. I mean, I'm trying to put in the work anyway, I shall say.
Sub? Like, never.
Much
I don't
love, though.
care.
Thank you, dude.
If you sub or not, I don't care. So, anyway.
DSP is
Now
honestly
let's
a
get to
loser who
tips.
does not deserve his subs.
All right,
He
so-
took his audience for granted, man. That's the biggest thing. Look at the bouncing.
If I could get my email to move, it was stuck. Okay, so first of all, I actually got a tip yesterday on my day off. Okay? It was a $5 tip from Declan. He says, hopefully this would help you a tiny bit on your day off, and everything will return tomorrow and be more chill streams like your Like a Dragon guidance stream was. As long as you continue to be honest with your audience, we're going to stick with you. We're in your corner. Keep it up. Thank you, Declan, for a $5 tip yesterday.
100%
That's
a
very
great
nice of you.
memer. Oh, I hate this little creepy animation he did. This is awful. Look at this terrible animation.
I appreciate that. So let's get that on the leaderboard. Okay.
Oh, that's horrifying.
And then
I didn't know Santa was in it. Oh.
I received a $7 tip.
He's counting the tip from yesterday. Didn't do that for other people.
Also from Declan. This morning, he says, hey, I'm glad everything seems to be going back to normal. You showed a lot of commitment lately, which I know your fans appreciate. Let's have a fun, chill day. Good luck.
I agree.
Street Fighter
Those look
6
worse than the
ranked
Polar
tonight.
Express.
Get the positive vibes going. Thank you very much, Declan. Again, so that's 2 tips. Excuse me. Sorry about that.
Gross, dude.
Exploding now with gas. Sorry about that, everybody. Thank you, Declan. Okay. And then I received...
Look, it's not even properly framed
Thank
right.
you, Declan. Okay.
It's going in and out.
Then I received a very generous $20 tip
1 minute, man.
from Declan. What?
What, dude? Something's up.
Wow, Declan, you're on a roll. Thank you so much, Declan.
Wow, way to go, Cat. Sitting downstairs, transferring
3
money.
tips from Declan this morning. Thank you so much. So now we get a nice $20 animation.
I hate that. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I don't like it. I don't want it. I don't like it.
Let's get Declan on the leaderboard for this one, right? Good Lord. Thank you, Declan, for all the support.
God, it's awful, dude.
Let's see what he has to say. Faye Phil, I think next week will be a great week of streaming. A lot of chill games, no drama. Let's thank Kat for helping you get back on your feet. I agree. I mean, that's a big part of the reason why I streamed on Wednesday. And doing what you love. I've been really enjoying your Like a Dragon guide streams. Okay. Sounds good.
Has he fallen asleep yet, though?
And hold on. Dollar says there's a new Street Fighter movie coming out. Can we start a petition to get you in the movie as a cameo? I don't think that's going to happen. The closest that ever happened years ago, someone
Oh, all right, Phil. Come on. What do we got? Give me some BS.
contacted me, and this is many years ago, claimed that they actually were part of the movie, the Assassin's Creed movie with Michael Fassbender. Remember that movie? So apparently they were part of the actual crew and or development of the movie, and they said that they wanted to try to get me in the movie. Would I be interested? And I was like, no, not really. not really. I mean, I like Assassin's Creed, but do I really want to be in the movie? And I was like, no. And they were like, all right, well, let me know if you change your mind. I guess they were going to try to get me on as like an extra, like a walk-on extra or something like that. But I was like,
Okay, Phil. Sure, I believe that. Dude, if that would have happened, he would have been talking about it. Hell no, I don't believe that. All YouTubers are concerned about subs because subs means money and attention. Let's be real. I mean, for me, like, I don't really think of it from the money aspect. Because, like, realistically, there's not, like, a ton of money to be made from a sub placement. I mean, if it ever got to a point, that'd be cool. But, I mean, for me, I understand, like, the necessity for a 9 to 5. Or I understand, like, the necessity for having a job outside of this. And that's, like, not... I mean, there was an aspect of monetary that I was curious about, like, what you could. But I do this because I like it. So, I mean, yeah, I totally understand. But, yeah, I just do it because I like it. If I meet DSP IRL, I'm going to yell, Comcast, nightmare. I mean, but, yeah, there is definitely, I mean, when you're putting yourself online like this, I mean, there's definitely an attempt at attention, I guess you could say. For me, I just think the content's fun to make, honestly. It's been a really interesting, like, and really cathartic experience just putting stuff out. And there's definitely just no passion in Phil.
like, I'm not really interested in that. So,
yeah. Okay,
anyway,
Phil, don't believe
continuing on. I received a $2.50 tip from King Be Cruel. He says, I'm watching a YouTuber the other day. The topic is on the recent hate on the AVGN, Angry Video Game Nerd, due to the recent changes to his video format and more. In that video, he mentioned the hate he was receiving is a phenomenon she heard called bitch-eating crackers. What it is when there's no reason to hate someone, you're mad at them no matter what they do, even if it's just them eating crackers. Like, look at...
Oh, we got a wild... Hey, guys. Stage left. Take a look to your left. We got a wild ear.
There's no reason to hate someone. You're mad at them no matter what they do, even if it's just them eating
there it
crackers.
Is.
Like, look at that bitch eating crackers, hence the name. I feel like your haters are essentially this. No matter what you do...
No, absolutely not. Very, very different. Not the same at all.
Something positive, your haters find a reason to hate it. You could blow your nose if there's 5 hate videos on Phil sneezing. Just an observation I made. Have a good one.
Okay. We're definitely going to get a cope session, so prepare. I'm going to go into 1.75 speed for this, because this is going to be a cope session. I feel this one coming.
Yeah, you know, here, listen. Angry Video Gamer's been around for a million years, right? He made a ridiculous amount of videos over the years. I mean, an insane body of work. And from what I'm to understand, he wanted to quit. It was his intention at one point. He didn't want to continue to make the videos. He wanted to do other projects, but he was done with the nerd. He didn't want to do nerd videos anymore. And then it was actually his partner network, Screenway Media, said, well, listen, you're kind of a content source for us. You're kind of a cash cow. You're one of the reasons why we stay afloat. If you don't keep making content, it's going to hurt us. So what we like to do is take up the reins of your videos. We'll write them. We'll produce them.
DSP Phil versus Phil Swift who win? Definitely Phil Swift. Definitely Phil Swift. Dude, a little bit of flex tape. Oh, man. Phil's over. Phil's done.
We'll film them. All you got to do is be an actor in them. And when they started doing that, basically the quality went, ooh, because it didn't have the passion anymore. You know what I mean?
Wait. But Phil, you said you don't watch the Angry Video Game Nerd, so how would you know?
It was just doing it for a paycheck.
I'll rephrase that statement. Subs means that you have a potential avenue for a cash flow. If there's cash, then people do kind of care. I'll admit, poorly phrased, that some people do this for fun, and that's fine. Oh, yeah, you're good, man. I kind of knew what you meant. Like, I understood, like, the avenues you were going with. So, yeah, you're totally good, man. No worries. But, yeah, I mean, there's definitely a bunch of different, you know, subcultures and reasons for people doing it. It really just kind of depends, you know? But, yeah, I totally get you, man. No worries.
Versus doing it for fun. And I think some viewers saw that and kind of turned against the nerd in that regard because they thought that the quality dipped. I'll give you an example. Last year, I checked out a couple of his videos, and I thought they were terrible. I didn't think
Oh, so now he does watch them. He literally said the other day he does not watch other YouTubers. He said this, like, what? Like, last week?
But compare that with some of the others that I saw. Like, people started recommending videos, and they were like, watch the Earthbound video. So I watched the Earthbound one. Dude, that one was insanely good. Like, it was probably one of the best he's ever done. It was insightful. It was well written. It was super in-depth about a game that's, you know, one of the best RPGs of the 90s, you know? But then you could watch some of the other ones like I
mean, hot take, but I think Earthbound's one of the best games of all time. But, yeah, okay. 90s, sure.
Recent ones of NES games that he did in the last couple of years. And
Earthbound's
terrible.
great.
Like, not funny at all. Just really, you could tell, okay, he's going to say that the controls suck. He's going to say that the plot sucks. He's going to say his usual ranting, his usual mannerism. You know, like, there's nothing at all. It's not even like, you know what I mean? It's just going through the motions. So... yeah, I did see his most recent video, which was his actually finally beating Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It's essentially a homage to The Exorcist, and that is super good. It's really good. If you like The Exorcist or you like his old classic...
Oh, so now his new stuff's good, guys. So is it bad or is it good, Phil?
videos. That one was really good. That was his Halloween special from this year. You'll like that one, okay? But I can understand. And the thing is,
Chrono Trigger and Earthbound Mother needs remakes. I agree. I would love a remake of both of those, honestly. And I'd be okay if they kind of like kept it in the style. Well, see, the thing is, I would love Mother 64. Is that what it was? I think that's what it was under for a long time. But like, that would be so great.
the thing is, okay, like, what's the big deal in regards to him not making the great content anymore? Okay, and when you say that, you say, what do you mean, right? Well,
I mean, Phil, you're not somebody to talk about making good or bad content.
here's what I mean. Basically, if we're in a situation where this guy's made content for so long,
Cracker cheddar.
and he's made amazing content, and all of a sudden he's not making good content anymore. I can understand you're upset. Okay, just you voice your opinions. You move on. Why do we all have to hate on the guy? Why is there a big campaign to crap on AVGN? Because his content isn't as good as you remember or as you would hope it would still be. If you don't like it anymore, you could do other things with your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to dwell on it. You know, I get it. Maybe the AVGN was a formulative part of your youth. For me, AVGN was one of the reasons why I became a YouTuber. All right? But I can still go back and watch his old stuff and appreciate it if I want to. I don't have to be angry that he doesn't still make the same kind of content that I love so much. Right? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I understand I can understand the frustration. That was almost what I had when I was like, because I'm a really big JonTron fan. I really love JonTron, both old and new. But like, I remember when he kind of made that transition to some different type or like a different formula. Like it was weird, but like I don't know, I still enjoyed it because it's still the same guy. You know, you still see that passion come through, which is not something you see with Phil.
Like, I don't get that. It's almost like entitlement. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. The AVGN video on the Spawn games is really great. That makeup they did on his one friend as the clown, oh, spot on. So good.
I don't know. Anyway, there you go. And I got a $2 tip from Big Larry Gaming. I'm playing Dragon Quest Monsters today. I found a monster game called Ant Guzzler. I don't understand why they thought that was a good name for an anteater. It sounds disturbing. I know you can't play it right now because you're playing a ton of RPGs. I hope one day you'll play it on stream. It's a ton of fun. Do you have any experience with Dragon Warrior or Dragon Quest?
Chrono Trigger's turn-based combat is so good that I'm genuinely shocked Square Enix or anyone else hasn't made turn-based combat so much of it. Yeah, Chrono Trigger and like those 90s RPGs are so good, and I'm shocked that we don't get more of those types of games, honestly.
Then, basically,
we had a little bit of a resurgence when I Am Setsuna came out, but there wasn't like a ton,
I
you know?
fell in love with the turn-based combat and stuff like that. EV, be sure to thank Big Ocho for that gifted membership.
Oh man, we hit the glasses
Okay.
goal. That sucks.
I think. Refresh here. I received a 20. Whoa! I clicked the wrong thing. Shit. Oh god, what did that just do? I hate when I just click and fuck something up. Just fuck the whole page up. Hold on. A weird filter for my emails and everything's fucked up. Get the fucking town to the moon by accident. I received a $25 tip for 1 Minute Man.
There we go. Here it is.
He says, you should create a separate expense account just for Comcast so nobody can mess with your main account. I wonder what you mean by that. Expense account for Comcast. See, the thing.
Are you really that dumb? You don't understand that? Dude, just make a different account. Yeah, I understand exactly what he means. And honestly, that is a fair point. That's a fair point.
The thing is, you can limit liability.
But I don't think that would make a whole lot of sense, though.
By removing all my information from my Comcast account, as I have now done, no one can mess with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one's going to be able to do payments against my account if I don't have payment information in the account.
Don't challenge people, Phil. Dude, you cannot challenge people like that. That is why people go out of their way to mess with you.
And that's what I did. I removed all the information so that basically no one can mess with me because after that fake payment was made on Monday, I think that's the last straw. You know, these people are out of their minds. So,
all right, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. I think we're getting kind of close to the end of level 1.
Have a full season. It was like 4 episodes or something, right? And then they went on hiatus. It's like, well, I'm glad I didn't review it then. I didn't know they were going to do that. I thought they were going to have the whole season, like 1 episode a week, and if they would have like 4 episodes, they went on a hiatus till next year. So what the hell was the point of that? So I'm glad. I'm actually glad I didn't even do it. No interruptions. This is a good sign, hopefully, of good things to come. Correct? I thank you all very much for joining me on the Level 1 podcast.
Okay, boys, wrap it up. Well, I am so sorry that was as boring as it was. Hopefully, you guys still got some enjoyment out of that. I cannot say that it was perfect, but yeah. I'm curious if Meerkat is still watching.
Different from the action-based games that I had played, like Super Mario and stuff. I didn't even understand what it was. I was like, what is this? It's so different from any game.
Well, guys, it's so different, man. Yeah, oh boy, I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's oh, you did say you wanted to go to r/Batman Arkham. We can definitely check that out. Let's see. Happy birthday to the one and only Camping Conroy. Okay, that's kind of normal. Oh no, the infamous Madhouse of Reddit. Well, now I know that this is just not. I am Vengeance, I am the Night, I am Batman. Let's see, celebrates the Arkham series as well as the subreddits infamous jokes and insanity that have taken the internet by storm. What? That's weird. Shit posts as long as they follow our subreddit. Oh, okay. Well, this screams like neckbeard, man. I don't know. Dad, what Arkham quote should I use? Fish looks like Batman is about to come crashing through the skylight. Oh my god, dude. What? Is that a mod for RE4? Dude, that... Oh. Welcome to Hellrise. I guess I am, huh? Dude, what even is this? This is a lot of neckbeard energy going on here. DSP is so boring. How do people watch for him? That's what I'm saying, man. Like, you kind of have to watch somebody restream him. Otherwise, it's incredibly boring. This is the maw of insanity. It really... Yeah, it is. Oh, boy. I don't care, though. Kind of looks like Greta Thunberg a little bit. It's not neckbeard, it's insanity. Oh my god, dude. I can feel the energy through this, and it's just too much. Is man stupid? Why he fighting Joinkler? Wait, is that Jonkler reaction? Oh my god. Hot take. I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but I'm not like a huge like Damian Wayne fan. Personally. I think he's okay, but he's not my favorite Robin. Guess not having a game in years will do this to a fan base. I guess, man. Like, I love the Arkham games. Arkham Knight is one of my favorite games of all time, but like, what are we doing, dude? It's just not. It's not necessary. Man, what? Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Exactly. Dick Grayson will always be Robin. He's fantastic. I also, special shout out to Jason Todd as well. This is awful. Guys, just go read a comic book. They exist. This is awful. I hate it. I hate it so much. Is that Pete? Dude. Is that... I thought that was Pete Wentz for a minute. And that looks like the Toxic Avenger. That looks like Review Bra. What are we... Oh my god, man. What are we doing? Yeah, welcome back, Catman. Phil was getting really boring, so we kind of cut him off, and now we're on Arkham. We're on an awful Reddit page. I hate this. With every fiber of my being, I hate this. Dick and Jason are my favorite of Batman's allies besides Alfred, Jim, and Lucius. Yeah, I agree. They're one of the only Robins that I actually kind of like. I enjoy their story arcs very much. Oh my god, dude. What? Oh my. Okay, well, I actively dislike this. Arkham World. Dude, did you play Arkham Knight? Arkham Knight. I'm not laughing at the post. I'm laughing at racism. Just. Why? If you played the Arkham trilogy, it capped off really great. Why would you want another... I don't like that, dude. It's just unnecessary. Also, why does he look like a fucking Wendigo? I didn't need a Michael Keaton Wendigo Batman in my life. I hate it so much. You know, I think this might be the one that breaks me. I think this is the one that breaks me. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. That's the one that breaks me. Love Man Return to Jungler. This is the one that breaks me, guys. I need my Clussy 8. No, that's it. Show's over. Pack it up, boys. It's oh my god. I hate it. I hate it all. I think, with that being said, I think that will do. That'll do, Donkey. In fact, let me just leave you all with
That'll do, Donkey. That'll do.
That Rage Base cancer. It really is, though. It's so bad. Putting Thug Hunter before we leave. My god. Yo, bro, Thelonious, low-key, kind of has a good drip going on. Really enjoying that. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to the stream. I really enjoyed this meaningful, chill content with all of you. I'm so sorry that so much of Phil's was so boring. But the Shrek movies weren't for kids. Oh, 100% no. I don't think so either. Like that first one, first one's great. Second one, great too. Third one, yeah, all good stuff. But thank you for coming and hanging out with me. Don't know what my next video stream will be. I'm not sure like what my plan is, honestly. I might take a break for the weekend. Might come back Monday. Might do some stuff. We'll see. Obviously, if you're so inclined, keep up to date as far as community posts, Discord, all that jazz. Or Twitter. Honestly, Twitter's been a really good spot as far as like keeping up with me. So like if you want to know what I'm doing, feel free to stop there. So but yeah, with that being said, thank you so much for coming by the stream. Hope you guys all had a great time. And yeah, we'll catch you next time. You know, even more improvements. Alright, but legitimately, guys, thank you for coming by. I do appreciate it. Hope you guys all take care. And yeah, you guys have a good weekend, okay? If I don't make a video or stream over the weekend, I hope you guys have a good one. Take it easy, alright? Alrighty.